Oi, get the checkbook out this summer. Hey, Florian. Oh, art thou Florian? I believe you're looking for a new football club, my mate. Hey, England, Manchester, Etihad, this Stad will be playing Champions League football next year, my friend. Yeah, how about you take a little 2-2 Ryanair jet from Leverkusen over to Manchester. We'll get you a nice hotel stay. Little 2-2 medical, £300,000 a week. Couple bonuses thrown in there. 2-2 Ballon d'Or in a couple years. Champions League. Happy days. You want to go Bayern Munich. Little 2032 Bayern Munich driller. Happy days. We get the next up and coming star. How about it, Florian? Florian. How art thou, Florian?
Or did you see the DJ?
Bismillah ar-Rahman Yo. Amaka. Bismillah ar-Rahman Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another stream. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with a Friday night stream. We are here. Get me talk about Curtis Jones, talk about Liverpool Football Club in general. There's a lot for us to unpack. There's a lot for us to discuss. Look, guys, there's already 150 people in here. Whether you're watching this right now or on the replay, I don't want to keep interrupting to say like and subscribe, but we can't have 150 people in here, and we're not even at 100 likes yet. Every single one of you, close the live chat right now, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. Thank you guys for 69.1k. The road to 70k continues. We can only get there with you guys' help, so like, share, comment, subscribe. I spoke to Edward. MHF 15 is gonna run for at least 3 or 4 more days, so you cannot say I am not hooking you guys up. So please like, share, comment, subscribe. Big up to my girl Yoko, who starts us off with immediately the first topic, of which I'm gonna let Jamie speak first, and then after that we're gonna open the floor up. Also, all the links are in the description. Liverpool Chats TV, Mike Das's channel in the description, Mike Das LFC, K-Mac channel. Emeka and Rax don't really have channels, so they're just here in it. So yeah, make sure guys check them out over here. Big up to Yoko, and I'll start off with Jamie. I want Jamie to start us off with this whole Curtis Jones thing. Let's just jump straight into it directly. The Curtis Jones news. For the ones that are unaware, Fabrizio Romano tweeted, just so we can get the exact information tweeted accurately. So this is exactly what Fabrizio Romano tweeted. Inter are in direct talks, club to club, with Liverpool for Curtis Jones on loan deal with buy option clause. Negotiations ongoing, but linked to Fratesi exit, with the Forest waiting for an answer. Inter and Liverpool discussing today. And then a few minutes later, essentially, basically the news was that we're looking to get Denzel Dumfries to Liverpool, according to the Italian source. I forgot his name already. What's his name? I was going to say Giuseppe Miazza. What's his name? The famous guy, the baldy.
Dimarzio.
Yes, DiMarzio is the source. Which leads us to the super chat. Then I'm going to go to Jamie. What the hell is Hughes smoking, man? We need more players, not less. Also, another Scouser gone. I hope at least a new signing. Thank you, Yoko, so much for the super. Jamie, talk to me, Habibi.
Yeah, look, this is the madness for me. Because I'm a big Curtis Jones fan. I think he's a good footballer. I've backed him for the last couple of years now, especially when he started to play more regularly. And you know, I watched him play this season. You could argue, apart from Szoboszlai, he's been our best midfielder this season. And, you know, I just don't understand it. I understand it from a financial point of view that Liverpool might be looking at, because it's pure profit with FFP and all that. So from that business standpoint, you know, if you want to run that, I can hear it. But from a fan point of view, from my point of view, in the way me speaking here, I think this is the dumbest move Liverpool could make. It is crazy, absolutely crazy. You know, look, everyone knows I'm not Alexis McAllister's biggest fan, right? But he would be the midfielder I'd let go out of all the first team midfielders right now, not Curtis Jones.
Or even Endo, like.
No, because Endo's a nothing player, is he? He's just on the bench. He's a squad. He's not even a squad player, is he? He's like, you know, if you're looking at a first team player to sell. No, I think McAllister's apart from Endo, I think McAllister's the oldest out of the bunch as well.
I hear you.
He's like 27. Is his form ever going to come back? Because if everyone thinks McAllister is on form like this because he's tired, well, guess what? He's playing the World Cup in the summer. So I don't know when he's ever going to get rest. So are we going to have the same McAllister next season where everyone's a bit worried about his form and how defensively fragile he is and the way he can't run and can't move? And then we're letting Curtis go. Now, even if this Curtis transfer doesn't happen this month, in the last couple of days of this transfer window, because it just breaks down between Liverpool and Inter Milan. I think I've just heard as well that Inter Milan have just sold the midfielder to Nottingham Forest, so they definitely probably will be looking to bring Curtis in. Yeah. So even if it breaks down, it still tells me that Curtis will be gone in the summer anyway, because you don't if you're as a football club, you don't willingly accept a good player in your side who's sometimes first team or sometimes on the bench as rotation. He's at that level. You don't just in the middle of a season willingly let him go on loan if you think he's got a career at Liverpool Football Club. You just don't. Curtis Jones don't go on loan for 6 months just to come back next season and be a first teamer for Liverpool. That ain't going to happen, is it? So that means he's going to leave. I can only see this as two things. One, it's a financial reason because he's homegrown and, they get full profit out of him just for a financial reason, which I hate because Liverpool shouldn't have to do that. And two, he's had a Barney with Arna. Him and Arna Slot have just fallen out. That's the only other option I can think of. Obviously everyone keeps retweeting and quote tweeting that video of him and Arno arguing on the pitch and all that. And apparently since that argument, he hasn't actually started a game.
He hasn't. You're absolutely right.
I don't know if they've fallen out and he just wants to go. And
are you talking about the clip that Asim posted?
Yeah. And that's doing all the rounds now, ain't it? It's doing all the rounds. And look, as football fans, we all like putting our conspiracy cap on, don't we? And trying to work things out. It's what we do because we don't know the real information. But as a fan, as me personally, I can't speak for anyone else. I'm a big Curtis Jones fan. I think he's a better footballer than people give him credit for. I think he's very valuable to Liverpool Football Club right now, especially the way we're playing right now. And I just think it's a mistake and a joke. Unless they go and buy unless Liverpool get Adam Walton before Monday, right, I can hear it. If they're not doing that and they're going to leave us short now till the rest of the season, then this is it's just not the Liverpool business sense Liverpool that I know of the last few years. It's just crazy to me. That makes sense. I'm not so words to be fair. I'm not so words to be fair.
So the Curtis Jones thing for me is, I think it's purely the fact that they haven't agreed a new contract with him. Like they've been trying to negotiate a new contract with him for quite a while. I just don't think the fact that we've got so many players in on huge money and Curtis Jones is on such little wages that I don't think the club want to go from £15,000 a week to £150,000 a week because they think it's too much of a leap. But he's actually worth £150,000 a week on what he does because he's a mainstay in the team. But Jamie's right. Like, if you don't worship the bald fraud and the ground that he walks on, you seem to be an outcast at Liverpool. Like, all you need to see is some of the situations that have happened. Like Mo Salah, I haven't got a relationship with you anymore. Like, as soon as that happened, 5 days it took before Arnie spoke to him. And it was only because he was probably pressured by the board to do it because he just wasn't going to do it. You've got Andy Robertson, who clearly wants to go to Tottenham, which is a weird move. But the fact that he wants to go there is telling. Like, we may veto that because we just haven't got anyone to replace him. And now Curtis Jones is on the verge of joining Inter Milan. And someone wrote in the chat, like, are we just going to sign loads of Dutch players? Like we're going after Denzel Dumfries now. We're going to have like an entire right side next season of Dutch players because Mo Salah isn't going to stick around. If anyone thinks Mo Salah is going to stay after the summer, then you're probably mental, like seriously. And it does look like we're going to lose Canate, going to lose Curtis Jones. Harvey Elliott's gone anyway. Like, whether he's on loan or not, he's probably gone. You look at all the others that have left. Like, this team is going to be Arnie Slot's team, like whether we like it or not. And from all the reports, this guy's getting backed. Like, whether the fans like it or not, he is being getting backed, and he's going nowhere right now. And if we perform in the Champions League, which it looks like we will, because we seem to be a Champions League team, as Jamie Carragher says, more than the Premier League team, then we've got a really good chance of winning that trophy. And if he wins it, sorry, but probably going to see the same shit next season, but with more Dutch players. And Curtis Jones, like, for me, he's a Scouser. He's a lad. Like, I absolutely love him. I think he's brilliant. But if he has a little tantrum because the manager's like asking him to do weird stuff, and he's like, "What are we doing here, boss? Like, we're losing or we're conceding or whatever," and Arnie's like, "Nah, that's it, mate." Then Jones is gone. Like, but I think we'll probably want to be sorting out a not a buy option, but an actual buy. Like, I think that's probably what they're trying to sort out. Like, not an option to buy, but you are buying him. Like, it's crazy.
Guys?
Yeah, no, I'm fuming, man. Just the timing of this right before hopping on this stream is crazy. I'm trying to contain myself for sure, but I just think,
I mean, you don't have to. If you're mad, you can express it.
I've just never seen a football, like a club of our stature running this way. It's just like there's no fan base in the Prem that gets gaslit the way ours does by everyone associated with the club. I'm sure articles being prepared by James Pierce right now to tell us why letting go of Curtis Jones is a smart decision by those in the board. I'm sure Paul Joyce is going to tell us why this makes sense. We're going to let go of Curtis. We might let go of Robbo. We're not going to bring any players in. And that's why I said on the last stream, Hussam, like I was more or less tired of talking about Slot. Like, it's time now. And I think this Bomba coming out now makes it clear all questions and all vitriol needs to go towards those at the top. I just think everything they're doing is not making sense. It's not adding up. Do we not want to get in the top 4 next year? I feel like that was the one thing I thought every Liverpool fan kind of agreed on about our ownership. Whether you liked or loved them, their baseline was getting that top 4 money. So how are the decisions being made right now in line with that ideology? How are we going to make top 4 with one less midfielder when we're already stretched? We've switched to a formation where we're basically playing. We switched to a
music. Rax.
Sorry.
Fucking on TikTok, this guy. Go on, Emeka.
No.
He's just made $1 million.
We switched to a formation. We switched to a formation where we're basically playing 4 midfielders now every game. And if you count us having no right back, basically 5 of our midfielders are playing every game. So unless another bomb was about to drop that someone else is coming in to replace him, I just don't see how this makes sense. And similar to Jamie, I've always been a really big fan of Curtis. I feel like he's been underrated by the fan base, and I think him finally beating some of the injury concerns he's had and getting some decent minutes this year, he's been able to show that quality, which is what makes this all the more surprising. He seemed like the one midfielder best suited almost for Slot's style of football, which lets you know that something must have gone on behind the scenes for it to come to this. I mean, I just saw someone repost on Twitter a video from earlier, I think a couple months ago, where Curtis talking about, I want to captain this club and I want to be one of the leaders. And so for it to come to this only a couple months later, that gives you an idea of what must have happened behind the scenes. And I just feel like Slot's already losing he's already lost the online fan base. He was starting to lose Anfield as well. And I just feel like all these things that are happening are not helping in that regard. Like, he's making himself even more of a target now. That's before I'm sure at some point we're going to get into his comments, his press conference comments. But even if you look past that, things like this are not helping his case at all, and it's not helping the morale around the team. I think all of us have given up on the Prem. Obviously, that's done. We've been performing well in Europe. We've been performing well in Europe.
Prem.
So we've been kind of focused on that, and just like, at least for me, all attention for me has been on Europe and getting number 7. And I just feel like stuff like this just gets in the way of having all of us on one hymn sheet working towards a common goal. But yeah, I just think my first thought when I saw that report was just, there must be a ball about to drop about a midfielder that's coming in. I just don't see us letting him go without someone else coming back our way. It just wouldn't make any sense.
We did ask about Adam Morton in January. Like, that was something that was spoken about, and we were basically told there is no way they are selling Adam Morton in January. And I've just wrote in a private chat that the relationship between Fratesi and Chivu broke down in December, which is why he's potentially going to he's not signed to Nottingham.
Oh yeah, I don't even need all that. Just by working with Mo, I know that they don't like.
But it's all just like, everything seems to be like a revolving door, doesn't it? It's like one person has to go somewhere for another person to go to another. And for me, it's contract and slot. It has to be. Like, it has to be contract and slot. Like, stolen on the contract, but he's stolen on the contract because slot isn't picking him. Like, he got picked last season. He's not getting picked enough. Like, he only got picked this season because of injuries. Soon as the players are back, he goes back into the subs. Like why would you want to sign a new contract if you're not going to play football? Like, he's a first-team player.
It makes absolutely no sense right now to sell Curtis Jones when he's having a good season and we are struggling, to put it mildly. Makes no sense. Also, from a financial point of view, there's more money in the Premier League, and there are more admirers of Curtis Jones in the Premier League in the summer. So again, it makes no sense to sell him now when potentially only Inter are at the table, when we've got half the Premier League who might be interested in him in the summer. Doesn't make any sense. I mean, I don't know. None of us know the seriousness of discussions or whatever. Maybe it's some kind of weird negotiation thing with his contract or something. That's the only thing. That's the only thing I can think that might make it make sense. But it's still stupid, because I don't want a pissed off player when the rest of our performances this season are pretty shocking. So, yeah, rubbish decision if this is any kind of decision. Certainly if it's going to be reality. Denzel Dumfries, I don't even want to contemplate that. Yes, we've got issues at fullback, and he may be able to kind of double up as some kind of auxiliary centre back or whatever. I don't care. It's just rubbish.
The guy's more attack-minded than bloody Frimpong. We're signing right backs that don't do any defending. It's mad. It's just madness.
Well, I actually like Dumfries.
No, but not as a right back.
I like Dumfries. I don't know what it is. I like him. I think he's a good player. I don't mind Dumfries coming to Liverpool if you and keep Curtis at the same time. Do you know what I mean? It shouldn't be one for the other. It's definitely for sure.
If someone says to me, you know what, we're going to sign Denzel Dumfries on a loan, I'm not going to get that pissed off by it, because we're signing on a loan. It doesn't really make any. I don't like him as a player, but what's the worst that can happen? We send him back.
I mean, Dumfries and Frimpong.
He's nowhere near my list of players that I think Liverpool should be looking at. But but the idea of signing him and losing Curtis Jones is just totally dumbfounding.
According to Fabrizio, apparently Inter Milan badly want him. Liverpool have not yet gave like the green light to Inter Milan that talks can happen. The fact that Liverpool haven't yet told Inter Milan to piss off is a little bit concerning. You know what I mean? That's a little bit of a worry. Look, I'm in belief. I was speaking with the Coppish boys about this last night that Curtis Jones will leave in the summer anyway.
Yeah.
I think he will leave next season anyway. So maybe they're just thinking, but you can't look. It leave us so short. He doesn't even play Endo. So what? It's Endo now, Curtis Jones replacement who don't play anyway. It makes zero sense, man. Absolutely no sense. And the contract thing, look, I don't know what he's on. Rumours he's on 55. Rumours he's on 60. I don't know what it is. All I know, he makes more money than me. But
Wow.
at the end,
Wow.
at the
Also,
end
like age profile wise, he's like late 20s, isn't he? 28, 29?
he's 24.
No, Denzel Dumfries.
Oh,
he's like
Denzel
29.
Dumfries.
No, he's like 29, 30, bro.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
27.
Okay.
And he's also
No,
injury
he's
prone,
not
by the way.
27. I'm gonna check it now.
No, I said 20. I said 28, 29. He's
injury prone.
late 20s, right? Something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Brother, he's 29 and he's gonna turn 30 in
30
April.
in April. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
This doesn't make any
Yes,
sense.
he's
Yeah,
gonna
no,
turn
he was
30 in a month.
He was available last season for like 25 million and no one bought him. And he had a really, really good season as well last season. Like,
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't think this will happen. I think Curtis Jones will stay at Liverpool for the rest of the season. But the fact that Tottenham were interested, but then they went and got Conor Gallagher, Inter Milan are now interested in him. The fact of the matter remains, teams only become interested in players when they find out that player is available. And Curtis Jones is available.
But also, from Curtis Jones' point of view, right? Look, I said this about Kobe Mainu, right? Kobe Mainu didn't want to leave Man United at the start of January, or even when there was rumours of discussion, because he thought there was a good chance that Amram would get sacked and he'd get a chance under the new manager. There's a good chance Slot is not going to make it into next season, and if that's the case, Curtis Jones should not be looking for a move now. Wait until the summer, because if Slot's out, you have a chance to play with your boyhood club for another season. Why would you do? Why would you, it doesn't make any sense for anybody? I don't think.
I want to mention one other thing as well, which is weird with the Curtis Jones thing. I think he did an Adidas promo photo shoot about 2 days ago. Like all the players look like they're fully in. Like they're all doing photo shoots with Liverpool's new kit and stuff like that, and new training kit. And I'm just like, that just seems weird that you do all of that and you'd still be in conversations with another club. I don't know. Like, I really hope we turn this down. And like, I think he'd be brilliant under Alonso. By the way, like Curtis Jones would cook under Alonso.
I thought you could say Denzel Dumfries. That's what most say.
Okay. There's no point. There's no point in talking about any other manager. Get it through your skull. Arne Slot's not going anywhere. If you are a gambling man, what I want you to do right now is I want you to find any platform that will let you bet on a future, and that future is Arne Slot will not be sacked, at least until the next season. He will not be sacked until this season is over. It's already it's set in stone, right? When we sat here in October, right? 9 out of 12 we lost, and we said, guys, I don't know about you, but we just had x-rays done. Not looking good. I'm seeing a lot of black masses all over my body. This looks like stage 1. We might be able to address it, but we let it fester. We let it spread. And now it's just straight up terminal. I mean, the idea that this is even a conversation, the fact that this is even a rumor that's allowed to happen, bro, the boardroom must be on fire. I'm assuming as of right now, there is a civil war going on behind the scenes. Half of the board wants to sack Slot. Half of the board don't want to sack Slot, which means that the board can't agree on anything, which means that any rumor is a possibility because anything can go in any direction. Nothing makes sense. This doesn't make any sense. The season doesn't make any sense. You're on pace to finish on 59 points. That doesn't make any sense. 59 points after £500 million spent. Do you realize how bad that is? Like, do you realize how pathetic that is? That is the worst season imaginable, given the context of the £500 million that you spent. You spent £500 million to lose 30 more points in a season. Congratulations. Big up Arne Slot. But at the end of the day, with Curtis Jones, people are talking about this whole scuffle. It isn't that deep. Curtis Jones does not play slot ball. It's that simple. He's the only midfielder that goes off script. He's the only guy who's willing to take the ball and progress it by himself. He's the only guy that's willing to be the macho man. Arne Slot doesn't want that. He wants Cody Gakpo's. He wants guys who are going to stay in their place, not move, and run themselves into 3v1s. Because when Cody Gakpo wasn't playing, Jeremy Frimpong just took up that role. But Jeremy Frimpong can beat 3 players because he's faster than all 3 players. So at the end of the day, whatever happens to Curtis Jones, I love Curtis Jones. If they sell him, I think I'm going to have to go on layaway. I think I'm going to have to put in my 2 weeks notice, but I'm not going to show up for the last 2 weeks of work. I'm just going to tell my boss, hey, fuck off. I'm leaving. Goodbye. I'll see you next summer. But yeah, it's long. And even with this news, I'm just like, it still doesn't even matter. Like in the grand scheme of things, Curtis Jones leaving, it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything because of how fucking terrible this season has been. There is nothing that can shake me at this point. Nothing. I mean, we have been beaten this entire. I literally have said I have accepted death. I am dead. I am a dead man walking. I am a dead man walking as a Liverpool fan. What could be worse? What is worse than ceasing to exist? Oh no, Curtis Jones is gone. Guess what? I'm fucking dead anyway. Who cares? I don't give a shit about Curtis Jones. Like all I want to do is take as much acid as possible and meet as many gods as I can in the little amount of time I have left. Like we are on borrowed time at this point in this season. We don't
condone taking drugs, children.
Oh no, metaphor. It's all metaphor. It's all metaphor. But listen.
You mean sulfuric acid?
Yeah, exactly. All I'm trying to say is that
doesn't make it any better. Do not take sulfuric acid, kids.
listen. We finished.
Sulfuric acid is guaranteed to kill you. Do not listen.
Listen.
There shouldn't be any kids watching this anyway.
Finished in the Champions League.
Friday night, to be fair, they might be up.
Guys, our finish in the Champions League group stage means fuck all. I finished in first last season and I lost to PSG. Whoop-de-doo. And guess what? I already know the 4 teams that I could possibly play. It's Bruges, it's Qarabag, it's Juventus, and it's Atletico Madrid. I'm not very confident unless the other team's name is Qarabag. Unless the other team's name is Qarabag, it's a coin toss. It's a flip. I have no fucking idea. And then even if I get through that, guess what? At some point between now and the final, I'm going to have to play an English side, which means that it's not European football. It's just a glorified Premier League game with a different banner. And in that case, I'm surely fucked. So listen, Curtis Jones, I hope he doesn't go. It's absurd if he does go. But at this point, guys, this is just gross negligence. I don't care. Like, we're dead. We've already died. We're already in limbo, right? It is what it is. The Premier League is over. I'm not even sitting in the top. Manchester fucking United is 2 points ahead of Manchester United under Ruben Amorim. Remember, Carrick only 2 games. They're ahead of me after I spent £500 million. Curtis Jones leaving. That's like, dude, that's like shooting a dead guy. It doesn't do anything. He's already dead. A bullet is not going to hurt him anymore. So
quickly, guys, Paul Joyce just came out and said we're not selling any senior players before the window closes.
I mean, which is fine. But
to be fair, he said not selling, but the news is loan.
Yeah, exactly. Word salad.
Also, not letting any of them leave. That's what he said.
But listen, but it doesn't even matter because at the beginning of the window, what was the paramount logical consensus? You need a defender. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts. You need to buy a defender. Primarily a center back who at least is capable of playing at right back. At least is not good, not great. He's just capable of playing there, right? You needed to do that. You haven't even done what you needed to do. So at this point, I don't give a shit if we do what we really don't need to do because the bare necessity hasn't been met. And at the end of the day, I mean, I've been very firm. It doesn't matter what players we have as long as we have this manager. This story isn't going to change. And all this tells me is that they have no plans to sack him. He undermines the club at every possible moment. I mean, it went from two Prems in 5 years after we won it to 2 Prems in 30 years. Let's calm down now that shit has hit the fan. I mean, what, 52% of games won this season in the Premier League after over 20 games? That's absolutely disgusting. The amount of games we've lost, that's gross. I've lost 3-0 3 different times at Anfield. That's disgusting. It is what it is. We're not getting rid of them. Hughes and Edwards have their heads up their own asses. Everything that they did in the summer has been nullified. As far as I'm concerned, I don't give a fuck about it. And at this point, I just have to accept that I'm dead, and I'm just happy that I get to watch Ekitike ball out. I get to watch Verts ball out. I'm gonna try to just look at my players. I don't give a shit about the results. I don't care what games we win. I don't care when we draw. As long as Ekitike scores, I'm a happy man. As long as Verts gets a GA, I'm a happy man. Those are my new standards going forward. It's an Ekitike and Verts only show. And if Frimpong were healthy, it would be a Frimpong show too. But unfortunately, pulls up with that groin injury. I hope he gets better as soon as possible. I hope Ibrahima Konate can come back as soon as possible. Big up to him. Rest in peace to his father. But it is what it is, bro. Who cares? I mean, the likelihood that Curtis Jones even stays here in the summer is whatever. But players don't mean anything with this man.
Injured as
Let me just say this because I think it's very important. From the beginning of the season, I have stopped myself from criticizing like the ownership or criticizing Richards and Hughes and these guys. Like I've said, the owners at the end of the day spent a lot of money in the summer, and I think it's on the manager. And I still maintain that opinion that a lot of it is on the manager. My thing is, the issue that I have with Liverpool Football Club right now is like it's almost like a mixed message. It's almost like a toxic relationship. You don't really know where you're at right now. Are you backing Arne Slot or are you not backing Arne Slot? I think it's a very confusing scenario because you not signing anyone shows me that you aren't really backing Arne Slot, but then you keeping him despite all the shit results is showing me that you are backing Arne Slot. So what exactly is it? Because heading into the January transfer window, I was actually quite positive. I told people, I was like, listen, guys, we're looking at player X, player Y, player Z. I even had a bet with Ali that if we sign Barcola, he's going to send me £100 super chat. Well, that's not going to happen now. So, like, I was really positive about us signing players. And what Mike said is true. We needed the center back badly. Like, we needed... and the fact that Gomez is injured and Leone is injured and we're still not signing a center back proves everything Mike said last Friday true, which is they've basically hit the I give up on button on the season. Do forget us as fans. Forget everyone in the chat as fans. I'm talking from a football club perspective. Do we believe Richards, Hughes, and Fenway Sports Group believe that Liverpool can win the Champions League? The answer is no. Do we believe it? Even 2%, 5%, 1%? Yes, there is a lot of Liverpool fans who think there is a 1%, 2%, 10%, whatever possibility that Liverpool will win the Champions League. However minimal or non-minimal it is, people believe there is a chance. By Liverpool signing no player in the January transfer window, you're basically saying that we got no chance. You're indirectly telling the entirety of the Liverpool fan base, and you're telling the whole world that we don't really believe that we do have a chance. So now this brings us back all the way full circle, yeah? Like this brings us all the way back full circle. If you believe that Liverpool Football Club have no chance, why are you wasting everyone's time then? Why have you pressed the give up button and Arne Slot is still here at Liverpool Football Club? I don't even want to have a slot out or slot sacked conversation. I don't. I'm just looking at it from the club perspective. Either the January window starts and you invest and you tell the whole world, I am backing this guy. I'm supporting Arne Slot. He's here to stay. So we can all come together and go like, okay, guys, the club back Arne Slot. We're just going to have to get on with it and criticize him when need be and praise him when need be. Or you sack him and then you get your new manager in. And
I already gave you the answer, though.
We've done neither. We're just sat here in the middle. Yeah. Shout out to Tom Little with our dick in our hand. That's what he says, which is true. We're just sat here going like, so we're going to keep the manager and we're also not going to sign anyone.
Hussam, you have to ask yourself.
That time for the next 4 months?
But you have to ask yourself, when someone is indecisive, right? When you're not, first off, we haven't made any decisions. Like, we're not making any definitive decisions. We haven't sold anyone. We haven't brought anyone in. We haven't gotten rid of the manager.
That's an issue, though.
Well, hold on. because we're indecisive, what does that tell you? That means that the guys behind the scene, they can't agree on anything, which means that, I mean, listen, I know that this is like, we can't confirm this because we don't sit on the board, but I am fairly confident that there is one side of the board that wants to get rid of him, and there is one side that doesn't want to get rid of him. I don't know who they are. I don't know who the parties are. That doesn't matter. But what that leads to is indecision.
Why though? Why are you so certain?
Why? But why do you say that? Why? What you said you're
Because-
fairly certain
why?
based on
Okay, the reason why I'm saying that is because if you look at a business, right, when indecision comes, that's generally because the leading parties cannot agree. And we don't have one guy that is just the captain. We do not have the guy like Mike. It's not like Michael Edwards is just the captain and he says full speed ahead. Like, no, that's not the way that Liverpool operates. It's more like a business, right? And when there's indecision, that tells me that the people behind the scenes can't decide. And when you can't decide, that I would then assume that there is one party that wants one thing and there's one party that wants another. And there's no common ground between the two. So no decisions are made. It's not even like they're giving a little bit and taking a little bit. It's not even like sell Curtis Jones, bring in this guy. There's no decisions being made. Zero, none, zip, which tells me that they can't agree on anything. And if they can't agree on anything, no decisions get made. And the only reason why you wouldn't agree on anything is because there's a civil war going on behind the scenes. And that all starts with Slot.
I think it's a little bit more simpler than that. I really do.
But I don't think you've proven
I know we
that
don't
there's
want to hear
a war
it.
with Slot, though. You haven't
No,
proven
it's all speculation.
Nothing that you're saying is making me think, oh, yeah, by the way, there was some want Slot gone and some want Slot to stay. My issue is I think that they do want Slot to stay, but then they haven't backed him. That's the mixed message part for me.
Okay, but if you think that they want to stay, right? But they haven't backed him. That doesn't make any logical sense. That doesn't make any sense. Because if you wanted someone to stay, you would say, this is the decision that I'm making and I'm going all in, right? But if some wanted him to stay and some didn't want him to stay, and some didn't want him to stay, it would be more likely
that's
that no
the part
decision
that I'm
gets
calling
made.
out, though. I'm saying what you just said is the exact thing I'm calling out.
Yes.
I think, look, I'll tell you right now, how can Slot get sacked? Okay, I'm just go ahead and say it right now. I'm currently loading up the Liverpool fixtures. Liverpool play Newcastle, Manchester City, and Sunderland. If Liverpool lose the next 3 games, then Slot gets sacked. If we lose tomorrow, he's not going to get sacked. If we lose to Sunderland, he won't get sacked either. If we lose the next 3 games in a row and we're playing like shit and it's crap and it's like 10-0 on aggregate in the next 3 games, then he gets sacked. I'm saying, this is what I'm saying. They're not extending his contract because they're waiting to see if we actually get top 4 from now till May. My issue is you're saying I'm backing the manager, but you're not giving him any signings in January. That's the thing that's irritating me. Because if I believe, okay, so let's say I believe in you as a YouTuber, Mike. I believe in Mike Das. And I think Mike Das is going to be the next and up-and-coming Liverpool star on YouTube. But I don't invite you on any show. I don't bring you on any of the panel shows. I don't, help you out with any advice that you need. That's illogical. Because Liverpool keeping Slot and having 0 news about him being sacked proves that they are going to keep the guy unless shit really hits the fan. But if I'm going to keep you, I'm also going to support you. Like, I'm going to come in January and go like, okay, and this is something that me and Rak spoken about before on previous transfer windows. If your plan in the summer is to bring Jeremy Jacquet for 50 million, but he's available now for 60, if you believe in Slot, you go pay that 60 now. Because you're saying, basically, I believe in this guy. I think he can win me the Champions League. And I'm going to give him the centre-back option that he needs. My issue is we're stuck between a rock and a hard place because they ain't backing the guy and they ain't sacking the guy.
I think it's a bit more simpler than that. I think it's a case of they've already been burned doing that before with Kenny. They backed Kenny. Do you remember? Kenny bought a load of players. And my God, some of them were awful. And he was brought in as an interim. And then those players then got passed on to the next guy. And it's also the case that Liverpool have never been a club that's done the panic buying. Like, we've done panic buying once. And look how bad that turned out. Like, 2 of those defenders, one of them was on loan, went straight back. The other one was a hologram. Like, no one ever seen him. Like, we don't do panic buy. And we also got a panic buy midfielder that got injured straight away. It's just not what Liverpool do. And I genuinely believe that the targets changed. I genuinely believe the targets changed. The targets went from challenging for the league to a certain stage where it's like, okay, we just made 44 million in the Champions League. So FSG are happy. We just got 44 million for qualifying for the next round. So they're chuffed. Coffers are happy. All good. Loads and loads more fans in the ground as well this season because we've got more space. They're happy. We've just given the most revenue as a club that's in the Premier League above Manchester City now. They're happy. I think the targets have changed. I think it's challenge for a trophy, potentially Champions League, potentially FA Cup.
Tom Werner lie in the summer?
How's Champions League?
Did Tom Werner lie in the summer? Forget all of us. That guy owns Liverpool Football Club. He came out and said that he wants to win. So is he lying?
No, but I just think targets have changed now because we are so far behind.
Yeah, but the thing is, but we're not even meeting. Why
would they give Arnie more money if they don't think he's going to be there at the end of the summer, and they haven't got another manager lined up yet? And I'm sorry, but I know everybody wants Gerrard as interim, but do the club want Gerrard as interim? Do they want to go down the Kenny Dalglish route again? Sacking a legend?
When it comes to the top 4 race will be make or break for Slot. Right now, we are 6th, a point behind Chelsea and 2 points behind United. I think. If that,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Rax. I've got to play this because maybe I'm going mad. It's just a message from our owner. Let me just play it. Yeah.
Okay.
The club in a better place than when we saw it. I'm so proud of our trophies, and we want to keep winning trophies. I'm equally proud of what we've done at Anfield.
Did you hear what he said?
When we were one of the bidders, when we came in and looked at the
he
club,
said we want to win
trophies.
He said it himself. Forget our opinions. He said we want to win trophies. So was the owner lying to us in the summer then, or what?
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
I mean,
Great.
I don't think.
I think he meant
there's a difference between wanting to win trophies and doing what you need to do to win trophies, right? So.
Oh yeah, because spending 450 million is not enough.
Yeah.
No, but sprinkles. The trophy is the sprinkle on the cake.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the situation. If we lose against Newcastle, and we lose our following game, so at that point we become 7 and 8 points behind Chelsea and thingy. With at that point it will be.
Oh, he's gone.
I don't know, 11 games to go.
Very possible. It's very possible.
Yeah, and I think that's a situation. If you're 7 points behind with 11 games to go or something like that, then it is a different scenario. Obviously, who comes in, who doesn't come in, that's again a different matter. But if it doesn't go, maybe I don't know.
Stevie based the Arsenal job on TNT the other night, didn't he? So,
but the thing is, hold on, Rex. If that happens, if we lose the next 2 games and we do fall 7 or 8 points behind, what is to give any logical Liverpool fan the confidence that this team even has the ability to go out and get an actual interim, or even I don't trust them to go get me another manager. In October, we could have seen this in silver lining, right? This is a very real possibility. It's not likely, but this is possible. So you're basically admitting I have zero foresight. I have zero ability to do anything but react. I have no ability to be preemptive. How am I supposed to trust you to be preemptive in trusting the next manager of my football club? If that happens and Slot loses the next 2 games and we sack him, then everyone has to go. Then FSG, Michael Edwards, Richard Hughes, all of it, burn it all to the ground.
That's one way. That's one way of looking at it, and the other way of looking at it is to say, you know what, we gave it the best chance we possibly could. It's only when, in their opinion or the decision maker's opinion, the position became so potentially grave. Because look, us not getting Champions League football next season is very, very bad on several different levels, right? Squad building, the holes in our squad need to be filled, and we've just gone in. We've just spent a whole load of money. We've got the highest wage bill. Yes, of course, we've got Salah and Van Dijk make a big chunk of that, but you know, the thing is, in terms of football making decisions, you have Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes, and then maybe Mike Gordon. They're the people who are going to be making decision on Arnold Slot. There's not John Henry and these guys. They're not going to be sitting there. They may have some input or whatever, but that's not how Liverpool work.
If the owner wants to win, isn't that message spread across from the sporting director on, downwards? Let's be honest.
Yeah, but you've also
just like me and you, just fans on the terrace.
What was that?
Have they not stopped blaming the sporting director and start looking at the owners?
But why did Edwards leave in the first place? Right, he left in the first place
because of disagreement with
because he was being undermined. Right, because
he had Klopp.
So if the owner is then brings him back and then undermines what he wants to do, we're back to the same position.
No. Now you're changing.
When you bring him back,
you're changing it.
When you bring him back,
why was Edwards brought back?
No, but when you bring him back, and you give him the power to make the decision. If you bring him back and you abdicate some of that responsibility and you say, you know what, you're going to make some of the decisions, and it's fine. I think it's fine for an owner to have some input because ultimately they're putting a lot of money in, right? Anyway, they should have some kind of say. But the ultimate decision has to be with Edwards and Hughes and maybe Mike Gordon, whoever
I understand what you're saying. I'm not saying John W. Henry is going to call. 1 second. I'm not saying he's going to call Richard Hughes and say sack him. That's not what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying that if the message from the owner is, guys, we want to win, by definition, that message is spread across to the Hughes and to the Edwards and all this. And they showed us that they want to win by spending 450 million, two of them on the world's top talents. Guys, in the summer, we signed Florian Wirtz and Alexander Isak. Forget what they are now. Look at what they were at the time and the clubs that wanted them. The only two times we felt the same way in our whole lifetime was Thiago Alcantara and Fernando Torres. The rest were all players that we signed in the hopes that they would become something. The rest of it, this is the only two times where we signed like someone like gonna come in now and fucking cook everyone. By the way, Karkas, I know he's 21, but best left back in the whole league. Come here, Habibi, yalla. Like we signed like fucking ready-made players to win. I think the club do want to win. That's why I'm saying I'm not calling FSG out. I want to clarify this, and then I'm going to go on mute. I'm going to let all of you guys speak as long as you want. But this is very important to clarify. I'm not calling out FSG. I'm questioning what is it that we want moving forward, Rax? That's the problem. If you're saying, I back Arne Slot, I'm going to keep him, and I want to win. Okay, then sign 2-3 players in the January window and fucking prove it. And if you're saying that you don't back Arne Slot and you are basically saying that you don't believe in him going forward, okay, fucking sack the guy then. Don't keep me in the middle between like, oh, I don't know if it's left or right. We cannot do this in the middle shit because then you end up basically fucking abandoning the season. That's the issue that I have. It's indecisiveness. Because if your message is I want to keep Arne Slot and we're not this club that sacks managers and we're going to give him a chance, great. Sign 2 to 3 players in January then. Very simple.
I think, look, I think the biggest problem we've got, which is also something that was amazing, he won the league last season. Like, we just can't get away from that. And that's probably the reason why they didn't sack him after the Nottingham Forest game or the PSV game, because he won the league last season. And they are convinced that somehow, we're not convinced, but they're convinced that somehow he's going to turn this around because those players needed time to gel. And the weird thing is, they have, but the rest of the team haven't. So that's the problem. It's like, yeah, look at, what is it, like 25 GA between Florian and Ekitike already. Like, Frimpong's been looking like a baller. Look, we want players, but they don't want to buy him the players because they don't want to give him a new contract. So
sack him then.
Indecisive.
Sack him
but then
then.
you also have to look at the fact that they probably sat there going, he won the league last season. Like, Like, what if he does it next season? Like, maybe this season's the season that he should have had in the first season, but he's having it in the second season. I know. I hate it.
So I love this.
Just one more thing.
The weird thing is, they prove my point that they're indecisive.
We finished third in the Champions League, and I'm sat there going, we're actually bloody really good in that. Like there's a chance of us maybe doing a Tottenham and finish 14th in the league and winning the Champions League.
No. You're buying into.
I know.
You're buying into fiction. Like this is a total illusion, guys. They were plumbers and goat farmers who played for Qarabag, and we beat them 6-0. We only beat them 6-0. These guys are part-time footballers, and we only won 6-0. Don't forget, we lost 4-1 at home. We lost 4-1 at home to PSV. I lost 1-0 away to Galatasaray.
One of them was definitely a bricklayer.
And there are five other English teams that I will potentially have to play. Like an English versus English, like that's not a Champions League game. That's a glorified Premier League game. And it's very possible that even if I get through one, I'm gonna have to play another, right? So it's lunacy. Like if you genuinely look at Liverpool and you say, I see something that is consistent and sustainable enough to string together results, you are out of your mind. Like it is, we finished top of the group stage last season and we got nothing for it. I'm now finishing in third. It doesn't matter where you finish. All it is money. Thank you for the 44 million. Great. I'm probably not going to get top 4 in the Premier League. Actually, we shouldn't even say top 4 because we should really say top 5 because 6 clubs have already made it past. And I think at least now you've pretty much guaranteed the 5. I don't even see us finishing top 5. Man United are a better club than us. Chelsea are a better club than us. City, Arsenal, and even Aston Villa is a better club than us. So fiction, total fiction. Like if that's what you want to rule on, you can rule on fiction, but I'm just not going to do it. If we do win it somehow, I'll happily sit here and say, you know what? I'm an idiot. This is why I'm American. And this is why you say Americans don't know ball. But I'm confident enough that I won't have to sit here and say that.
I'll be real. I don't think it's fiction actually that we could win the Champions League. We've won the Champions League when finishing 5th in the Prem before. It's like there is something to be said about heritage in certain competitions, and this is a competition that we do have heritage in, regardless of our league form. And just the way football's gone, as we can see, it's completely night and day the way teams are playing us in the Champions League versus the Prem. So I don't think, especially with the player quality we have the quality that's required to win the Champions League. You need X factor players that can up it in a high pressure game, and that's exactly what we have. So as much as I hate the manager and I think there's gaps in our team, if we have a fully healthy team, there's no team. Obviously there's teams that are more favorites than us, but there's no team that I would say we can't beat definitively. I just don't feel that way.
You know what, Emeka? The thing is, right? I think I can't remember if I was on last week or the week before, and I said similar things. And then I watched us lose against Bournemouth, and I'm just like,
yeah,
you know what, the words that came out of my mouth are very similar to the words that came out of your mouth. And I watched that defeat, and I'm like, we're just not that guy.
We can't do it in the Prem racks, and I have my.
But I don't see that this division between Prem and Champs. Like I know, like Jamie Carragher said this the other day. I don't think it's as clear cut as that. I don't think we can simply turn it on, get battered in the Prem, and then all of a sudden rock up to PSG and get through. I think I
agree with that.
We need to be doing. I expected us to be doing better by now. And I know we've had a few false dawns and corners turn, and I don't want to seem too defeatist, but like
through all of Mike's like unbelievable monologue and him talking about Azerbaijani farmers and bricklayers, what he said actually does have some truth to it. You can't just wake up on a Saturday be shit and then wake up on a Wednesday be good because it's a different anthem. Like at some point in time, you're gonna have to have some momentum and some form of belief, like. And I think we lack momentum.
We're not even healthy. I mean, Emeka, you said a fully healthy side. I have no right backs right now. I have one left back and one aging left back. I have one center back. I have no left wingers. I have one right winger. I have one striker. I'm not getting another striker back. I'm not getting at least one of my right backs back. I don't know how long Joe Gomez is out for.
We're getting Isak back. We are getting Isak back.
But Isak would come back what? April?
March.
End of March? End of March, beginning of April? Like, there's a very real possibility that he doesn't even show up because guess what? I'm pretty sure the next round starts at the beginning of March. So what if you lose? What if you lose that very first leg 3-0? Then Isak doesn't make a difference.
For sure. I agree. I don't disagree. I just think to your guy, my only rebuttal to your guys' point is to say we can't do it when it's literally happened in our history, right?
It's possible. I'm not saying it's zero. But I'm just saying like.
No. I will never say it's not possible.
I mean, we could just get lucky and we could just not draw any of the English sides. Like in every single round, we could just get.
Oh, I so disagree with you, Mike.
We've got PSG.
I actually feel confident against all the English sides except Man City.
We have to go through PSG.
That's the one side that will fuck us up.
No, we don't. It's very possible that we don't have to go through PSG because
Marmoush, Haaland, Doku, Foden, Sharky, all on the attack.
No, if PSG end up on the other side, like so after this round, right? Like we know who the 4 possible teams that we would play in the round of 16. Then everyone goes to the round of 8, and then they redraw. If PSG are on the other side, and let's say PSG play Tottenham, let's say PSG play Tottenham instead of us. They're on the other side of the bracket, right? So we have no idea. We have to see the round of 32 first.
Question for you, Mike. So you saw the 4 teams that we could draw in the next round, right?
Yeah.
So do you like those 4 teams? Would you expect Liverpool those teams?
Yes. Juventus, Athletic, because none of them are English. It's Bruges, Qarabag, Juventus, and Atletico Madrid.
The only one that slightly worries me is Atletico low blocking. That's it.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm good with
Look, we're fucked, yeah. It is what it is, right?
There we go, Jamie.
And we just have to deal with it, right? You just have to deal with it, and and try and plaster everything together and get on with life, and wipe your mouth and get on with it. That's what Liverpool have to do, yeah. And look, the big teams in the Champions League are not the English teams I actually worry about playing.
Thank you.
No, if Fulham and Crystal Palace are in this Champions League, I'll be fucking scared. That's the problem, So for some reason,
that's why I'm worried about FA Cup because we got fucking Brighton.
Yeah. For some reason, Slot knows how to get a result against Arteta. He sort of just knows how to play Arteta. So Arsenal over 2 legs, I can see Liverpool doing something mad in that. Newcastle over 2 legs, I can see Liverpool. Tottenham over 2 legs. Chelsea might be the weirdest one out of the lot because they're quite a cup team.
They're pricks. That's
but look, it's not beyond the realms of possibility that Liverpool can win the Champions League this year. It's not because, as you said,
I don't fear English teams. I fear Bayern Munich, PSG, Barcelona.
I don't fear Barcelona.
Any of them go 1-0 up against us, we have to attack them, and then we're fucked.
Yeah, I don't fear Barcelona.
I think they're a bit leaky. I think they're a bit leaky. They're a bit
leaky. You just asked that Katiko stand on the halfway line.
Lamine Yamal.
What are we?
You just
are we leaky or no?
We haven't got Bradley either for that game.
You just ask Katiko to sit on the halfway line against Barcelona. He'll get through eventually.
We would really need Isak in that scenario badly.
Yeah,
we would need the fuck out of Isak that game.
As I say, I think we just got to fucking play one game at a time. If we win a game of football, just enjoy it for the 24 hours where it is, and then don't worry. And then when the next game comes around, take it as what it is. That's the way Liverpool are right now. It's the way the owners are looking at it. And also go back to what you were saying earlier about the owners when Tom Vernon said about we want to win. But he was really talking about in the moment after we just had that summer window. So in that moment when he got asked that question, because he didn't actually come forward and say it himself, he got asked the question on that podcast, and it was after a summer window, and he's probably like, "Yeah, what we've done this window, we want to win," And you could argue he was right at the time. Now, fast forward, obviously, almost in February, and we got no players in our dealing positions. You're like, we need transfers. The thing with transfers is, a lot of people want a player now, this player, that player. The problem is, if players are not available, it's very difficult to just go and buy them.
Yeah,
if you look at the caliber of players that are moving around, so Semenyo had a release clause. Liverpool, for whatever reason, didn't want to get him, but he was available. He was easy. He was attainable. Mark Gay, he was attainable. If you look at what Man City done this window, they bought 2 players that were attainable and available, right? Liverpool, for some reason, whatever it is, didn't fancy either of them in January.
I think he got rejected, Jamie.
Yeah, probably got rejected. And then
he got rejected.
And then if you look at other positions, like, so we want a centre back. Liverpool probably want a quality centre back. We all don't want to go, let's just go and get a centre back who, just can fill in now till the end of the season or whatever. They've got to be at a level. We want a centre back at a certain level, don't we? If that centre back is not out there at that certain level this month, then you've got no choice but to wait for the summer. Do you know what I mean? That's why I got annoyed when.
So, Jamie, do you agree or disagree with the indecisiveness thing?
I understand. I'll go do it. The politics answer. Here you go. I understand Liverpool waiting to the summer to get the right player in. I get it. Mm-hmm. I understand it because we want quality, don't we? As a fan base, we want quality. Is Schlotterbeck available this January?
No.
If Borussia Dortmund go back to Liverpool and go, unfortunately, he's not available this January, but speak to us in the summer, we might be able to do a bit of business because then we've got loads of time ourselves to get a replacement in. Mm-hmm. Then Liverpool go, hold on, we ain't going to bother getting anyone in January. Schlotterbeck's available in the summer. Mm-hmm. The problem is, if this is the case and Liverpool do buy them players in the summer, I think people will look at it. Like,
you hit the nail on the head.
People will look at it and go, I understand why we didn't do it.
The summer? Who are we waiting for the summer? Let's break this down. Fuck all emotions. Let's talk purely 1 + 1 = 2. Who did we want in the summer?
This is the most sensible I've ever been, by the way.
No. I agree with you. I'm not saying you're not.
Morton.
Who did we want in the summer at centre back?
Okay.
Gahey.
Okay, so he went to Man City. Okay, who are we gonna get in the summer at centre back?
I think Liverpool. I think Liverpool probably do like Schlotterbeck. And it's the thing, if they spoke to the club and the club are like, you can't do anything till the summer. So if Liverpool this is the mad thing, right? If Liverpool like Mickey van der Ven and they like Schlotterbeck, but Tottenham have told them, look, you can't have not having him till the summer. We're talking the summer. Borussia Dortmund have told them we're not going to sell him till the summer. Okay. Liverpool, if they're their 2 players they want, they won't look at anyone else. If they buy them 2 players in the summer, we know for a fact that's who they always wanted, and they just weren't available in January. So
well, Jamie, to your point, in that article that Paul Joyce just released saying that we're not selling Jones, he said the players that Liverpool want are not available in this window. That's literally what he said, word for word. So,
okay, can I disprove this? Let me disprove this. Jamie said 2 names, Schlotterbeck and Van de Ven. I don't think that he is far off. Let's say we get one of them in the summer. Do we all agree that if we sign the second centre back, he's probably going to be a kid? Like Jacquet or that Greek kid from Bundesliga. Like, we're not going to sign both Van de Ven and Schlotterbeck. It'll be one of them with one, like, prospect centre back, yeah?
Probably, yeah. Probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll be Ordonez.
So let's assume Schlotterbeck replaces Konate and Schlotterbeck is the starting centre back. The one after that replaces Gomez will be like Konstantinos, that Greek kid in the Bundesliga, or Jacquet from Rennes or something like that. My question now becomes, surely the kid you could buy in January. Forget Schlotterbeck, forget Van de Ven. They're both not available. Cool. Why don't you just buy one of the kids that you're going to buy in the summer anyway now? Because there is one thing
the next manager
actually
is.
need, like we actually, people aren't deeping this, like we need a body. Like we actually need a body.
You don't know who's going to be coaching the club.
The manager.
Who's gonna play? It doesn't matter because he's a kid, Mike.
But that's not a player.
He's a kid. Jacquet would fucking love to play for Liverpool. That's
No,
a
that's
kid
not-
would love to
you
play
had
with
that
that
on
kid.
your
Yeah, but you're
Manager.
using logic.
He doesn't
You're
wanna play
using
for
logic
Scott.
for the illogical.
You want to play for
I, think,
Scott.
I also think we're looking at this a bit the wrong way as well. Richard Hughes don't buy players for the manager; he buys them for Liverpool Football Club.
Exactly. Thank you.
So Richard Hughes is just he's made it. We made it very clear in the summer, last summer, or 2 summers ago, whenever it fucking was, he was manager. Richard Hughes is the sporting director, and Arne Slot is the head coach. Richard Hughes buys and sells the players of Liverpool Football Club, no matter who is the manager of our football club. You can tell by the fullbacks we bought this year and the way Slot wants to play. That alone tells you them fullbacks weren't bought for Arne Slot. They were bought for Liverpool Football Club.
Fact.
So the fact
how
that
about we buy a centre back for Liverpool Football Club?
So what that tells me as well, if we're going down that road, buying a player this January wouldn't affect who's the manager and who's not the manager. It shows me that Liverpool have identified the players they want, like they did last summer, and they're going to go out and get them very early this summer, and they're not available this January. That's what it looks like to me.
Okay, I hear you guys. On the Schlotterbeck Van de Ven part, I agree. I'm not saying get Schlotterbeck or Van de Ven in January. I'm saying
get the kid
that because here's the thing. Yoko's pointing out Leone's already here as a kid. Great. Gomez is leaving in the summer. So Gomez is leaving in the summer. And just quick, update to everyone. If you're not aware, Konate has not signed the contract extension.
But I was
Is
going to say,
everyone aware of this?
yes.
So as things stand, in May, my center backs are Van Dijk and Leone. End of list.
But
it.
But Hussam, I think that's why I don't think we're actually going to buy another kid. I think the kid we bought was Leone. I think I still, for some reason, think Konate is actually going to end up signing. I just think we're trying to figure out the final price. I generally think he's going to sign.
It's February.
There's been no noise about any other clubs. Like since Real backed out, there's been no noise about anybody else. It feels eerily similar to what happened with VVD and Salah last year. They'll probably pop up in March like he finally signed. So if he stays, I don't think we're going to get 2. We're going to get 1 senior center back that's going to come in. Leone's going to be the kid that's the 4th choice. Gomez will probably go. And then we'll probably buy a left back or a right back. That's what I think.
Okay, let me ask you a question, Emeka. Brighton, FA Cup game. Who plays at centre back?
Brighton. So it'll be VVD and who? Konate's back. Konate's back.
No. FA Cup game, I said.
It's probably going to be one game a week from now on. You know that.
It's currently, just so everyone is aware of this, it's 31st of January in Jordan. Okay, so let's assume it's Saturday.
But it's probably going to be 1 game a week from now on.
31st of January, you got Liverpool, Newcastle. February 8th is Liverpool City. February 11th is Liverpool Sunderland. February 14th is Liverpool Brighton in the FA Cup. So are we going to go Van Dijk, Konate again?
No, we'll go because remember they said Gomez is actually going to be back like in a week. Gomez is back, so one of them will play. They're gambling, like the board is gambling, like they're straight up.
Just a gamble. This is a fucking
straight up. But we've seen.
I just want to say one thing. Let me just say one thing, and then I'm going to read supers. I'm going to move on to talk about Newcastle. No one can accuse Mike of exaggerating. At this point,
hold on. Listen,
Mike is not negative. Mike is not exaggerating. Everything he said is happening in front of our very own eyes. Right?
I just have to make one confession because I was being a little bit dishonest before when I was talking about the Champions League. In reality, listen, we do have the. I already see Rak smiling. In reality,
anybody who thinks about backtracking is completely and utterly wrong.
No. Listen. In reality, we do have the possibility of winning, but unfortunately, because I have already accepted that I am a dead man, the last thing that I want is to win. I am actively rooting against us because if we won the no, Emeka, I'm sorry, but if we win the Champions League with Arne Slot, he's here for another season, and I refuse to allow that to happen.
What Mike is saying, a dead man can't celebrate. A dead man can't celebrate.
Let me just say one thing quickly, respectfully. All of us are Slot out.
Yeah.
But respectfully, if his first 2 seasons at Liverpool Football Club are a Premier League title in year 1 and then a Champions League, None of us can say it. Seriously?
Sure.
Hold on, Emeka. I think that says yeah. Okay, but personally, listen, it would go against the grain, but that would say more about other teams than it would about Liverpool.
You can't
Mike,
listen, it's not going to happen. Listen, it's not going to happen.
Emeka's right.
Emeka's
right.
It really plays with my emotions, but yeah, it is like, yeah.
It isn't going to listen. If we win, I will be two-faced. I'm telling you right now. If we do, and I will accept it. I will parade. But I don't think it's going
to defibrillator. We're going to have to get that defibrillator working.
Sometimes you have to take 2 steps back to take 3 steps forward. That's all. Sometimes you got to take 2
emergency meetings, but loads of trophies at the end.
I'll be honest with you, Mike. Nothing feels like winning the UCL. Run me the UCL, even with you as manager. I'll take it. I don't care.
Listen, I obviously, listen. Listen, we would take it, but at the end of the day, I need you all to sit here and on January 30th accept that you are taking it and you are running. Like that's it. Like you're not going to get another thing next season. You're taking it and you're running. Be happy.
You do know I put 4K on Liverpool winning the Champions League.
Well, Jamie, I'm rooting for you. I'm not rooting for Liverpool. I'm rooting for Jamie.
Children, we do not condone that gambling either.
Yeah, please do not gamble.
I'm rooting for Jamie. Not Liverpool.
Just root for me and my family.
I'm rooting for you, Jamie.
I'm going to be destitute.
Pray for you, Jamie. Pray for you, mate.
Let me just grab these. After Emeka, we'll grab supers and then we'll do Newcastle. Go on.
I'm gonna pose that question to you, Hussam. Like, so if Slot wins the Champions League this year, would you still want him out?
No.
Okay, we're on the same.
Fuck no. Are you mad? You won the Champions League? No. If Gerrard came in and he won the Champions League, I'm giving him the job.
You can't really get rid of a manager who wins the league and Champions League.
Yeah,
Champions League is mad.
No, you can't. You can still hate him to death, and even if he wins, I'm still going to hate him. But I'm not going to call for.
I disagree.
I will hate him though.
If he wins the UCL, I'm keeping that motherfucker and I'm getting a Slot shirt and I'm hanging it in the back.
I'm not going that far. I'm
gonna actually go and Google what number did they wear at Feyenoord, and I'm gonna or whatever the fuck he played. I'm gonna buy a shirt.
Just you know what? At that point, just keep your opinion to yourself, and publicly you can clap. But behind the scenes, you're like a conniving serial killer who's just waiting for his moment, like in the movie Psycho. You know, when it turns out that he is his mother.
Okay, Mike, fucking hell. Let me just grab these supers.
When he walks past,
guys, let me just grab these so we can move on. Talk about Newcastle as well. Big up to everyone locked in. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We got over 800 people in the building. You guys want us to criticize Slot, but your conversion rate in the chat is even worse than Slot's win rate. Let's get to 300, 400 likes, you bunch of fucking frauds. Close the live chat and hit the like button right now. Every single one of you. So, let me actually start in reverse because you get me, as per usual. Big up to Ed, who says, anyone who roots for their team to lose publicly or privately is a weird ass and question your loyalty to the club.
Listen, it takes... Ed, I don't expect you to be able to wrap your brain around it. But at the end of the day, sometimes you have to take 2 steps back to take 3 steps forward. And there's a reason why we have certain men who make certain decisions, because they know sacrifices have to be made for the greater good. They realize that you must make sacrifices in order for the greater good. So listen, at the end of the day, if I got to take 2 steps back to take 3 steps forward, it is what it is. But I know when it's done, I'm taking another step forward. That's a hard decision. That's a very hard decision.
Did you sound like Winston Churchill?
Winston Churchill is a great example of someone like that, or Dwight D. Eisenhower, or George MacArthur, or George Patton. Like any general in the history of warfare, sometimes sacrifices need to be made. You have to make the hard decision. Sometimes you have to lose a battle to win the war. It's called a strategic retreat.
This is General Mike talking. Can we get a camouflage hat or some other form of kind of
I wish I knew where it was. I have a camouflage bucket hat, but I don't know where it is.
We need. Oh my God! Had you said that with that hat on it with a suit hat? Instead, you're saying it with a Liverpool shirt.
Can you do the halftime team talks, Mike?
I promise you. Imagine Mike in the dressing room. We're playing like fucking ass. This is the chlamydia zone.
Oh, bro, I would be so honest.
Great to
with-
good.
Bro.
I would be fucking. I would pay money to have Mike meet the team. Like honestly, it would be the
Bro,
most
have you
best
ever
deal.
have you ever seen Pep Guardiola like in that Amazon series where like he's in halftime and he's like chewing him? Yeah, imagine that times 1,000. Like, bro, you're getting paid 150,000 pounds a week. If you can't take me chewing you out, get the fuck out of my club. That's simple. That's
I agree. Big up to Bharat, who says, I had made my mind up to block negativity around their club as I had reached my limit. Was ready to back the players and put trust in them. And then the Jones bomber drops. No amount of spin can make this make sense. Stir it up. Here's the thing, Bharat. Even though you sent this an hour ago, thank you. Well, we have completely lived up to your super chat because we have had a fucking incredible conversation for an hour. So we have definitely spun it up, Bharat. Thank you so much. Shukriya Bhai. Appreciate you, brother. Even though Dumfries is a good player, I don't want more Dutch players in our club. We are already hated as a nation, except if it's Shaquille Van Persie. If you guys haven't checked out Van Persie's son, he is just like his dad. And I'd love nothing more than to sign Shaquille Van Persie, bring him to Liverpool, just to have massive fuck you to Arsenal, Man United as well. Ooh, the double special. Van Persie goal at Old Trafford in a Liverpool shirt. I would have an erection if that happened. Let's go, man.
Oh my god.
Big up to Red Lion says, never knew dumb nerds existed till I met Liverpool. I'm talking about Mike or the people upstairs. Mike is not a nerd.
He said this like 45 minutes ago. He was talking about
Oh, my
Richard
bad.
Hughes
I
and
thought you
Michael
meant
Edwards.
Mike. Sorry. Yeah, I need to keep in mind the time of the super chats. Slots not getting sacked in the summer. Another Dutch player means Slots increasing Slots' influence and bet another 2+ years on him. I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't just say that us signing a Dutch player means that Slot is going to stay. I think it's a very short-sighted way of looking at things. What if the Dutch player is really good?
Do FSG believe not buying a player or sacking Slot is a gamble this season, this January? Because the reason I say that is because if Liverpool Football Club think financially they'll be absolutely fine even next season, with what happens, and they still think they're financially fine next season, then for them it's not a issue and it's not a gamble. Them not buying a player if they've already got their players lined up for next summer, no matter what happens this season, they probably won't feel like it's a gamble and a worry. You know, I'm trying to figure things out why we're not doing anything, and these things that just keep going through my head, like, what are they thinking behind the scenes? Do they see it as a gamble like we do? Or have they got things set in stone for the summer that no one knows about?
Thanks, Mike. I was depressed. Now I'm going to be on watch. He won't be. Fonzie.
Hey, listen, brother. I'm not here to be your beacon of light. I'm here to be your beacon of truth. Okay, it's that simple.
Wow, should get that on a shirt. They will only sign a player by selling a player. Well, Yoko, the news with Curtis Jones is loan for loan, so there's no selling involved to begin with. So I'm questioning why we're loaning out a midfielder, though. Big up to Akia. Thank you so much, brother, who says like and subscribe. Make sure guys are listening to him and liking and subscribing. Fuck you, Josh and Ed as well for the super chats. Appreciate you. Big up to Geniesta, who says Liverpool got a homegrown issue as it is. Selling Curtis is just dumb, unless someone like Wharton Anderson is lined up as a replacement this year. The difference in happiness levels for me in signing Wharton and Anderson is so massive. Like, I'll be this happy to sign Wharton, I'll be this happy to sign Anderson. Like, it's just, it's massive, massive level. I don't like Anderson at all. I think Anderson's ceiling is Jordan Henderson. Ceiling.
I mean, that wasn't bad, mate. He was a Liverpool captain and won everything.
Yes, but I'm saying as a footballer. I don't see anything special in him.
I think he's quality.
I think Wharton would solve a lot of our problems.
He's a quality player.
I don't like Anderson at all. I see nothing special in there.
I think Anderson does more of what we need, if I'm honest. But mind you, if we haven't got Jones, then we need Wharton as well.
I think Elliot Anderson is Tyler Morton with game time. But you guys ain't ready for that. Big up to Voodoo Pool, who says, big up Pep for that speech always. Big up Pep Guardiola for that speech. Incredible speech. Big up Pep. Always been a great humanitarian as well. Big up to Zoidberg, who says, our owner has never wanted to win. Look at Red Sox. Yeah, but I'm not speculating. And remember, let's also keep in mind, guys, you're speaking to someone who was cooked for 2 years for being FSG out on Twitter. 3 years. Like, Rax is the only one that remembers how much shit I went through. Shout out to Kurdish and the FSG out plane we flew and everything, and how it was covered by CBS Sports and everyone spoke about it. I was very proud, bro. But I'm sorry, after spending 450 million, I'm not going to sit up here and go like, FSG out. They're doing what I want them to do. Can it be the reason that sacking Slot before the summer will need severance payments instead of sacking? They will just let his contract expire. No, because us not qualifying for the Champions League and us being shit actually costs the club more than sacking Slot. Sponsorships, all. Everything. The successful formula in football to make money is to win. This is one thing that people need to realize. Winning in football makes you the most money, if in every perspective.
He's still got 12 months left, so we still have to pay him.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to pay him anyway. I think Slot has purposely made us so bad in the Prem that the Champions League teams think that they can attack us, and that's a no-no for them. Slot master classes, what Fonzie's saying. Hey, I take my chances. Just keep Bayern away from me and keep PSG away from me and keep Barca away from me. City is the only English team that worry me in the UCL. If we go to the Etihad, we'll get fucking abused. If Slot decides to high press them again, we will get like just fucking destroyed, bro. Big up to Josh who says, fuck Slot, bring me the Champions League. I'll be shameless. You damn right, Josh. You damn right.
Exactly.
Fuck all this slot out, slot in. You win the UCL, bro. Keep him. I don't care. You win the UCL. Make Emeka manager. I don't care. Like, keep Emeka then. Whoever is manager who wins the UCL, keep him. I literally do not care. Like, because it's the fucking Champions League. We would have 20-7. We nut all over Man United. It's done. No, they can't say we have more than double your UCL, bitches. Hold that, bro. It's done. Fucking done. Come on, man. Jacquet, people. That's hello in French, I think. And then he says, hey, Achimpong needs a loan. Just humble yourselves. And this is exactly, Jenny. If anyone comes to me and says, why do you prefer Arsenal to Chelsea? This is prime example. I told you guys 100 times, Chelsea fans are worse than Arsenal fans. No one listens because you just don't interact with as much Chelsea fans as I do. They're fucking horrible. They win 2 games against Paphos, who are 3rd in the Cypriot first division, and a shitty little team in the Premier League, and then they appear in numbers and start showing out, oh, look, we beat Napoli. PSV beat Napoli. It's Conte in Europe. Fuck Chelsea. And I'll be there hating tomorrow.
Fair enough.
You think I'm fucking playing? West Ham tomorrow. Up the fucking hammers. Have my hammer ready, motherfucker. Come on. Don't play with me. And in case it's a tight game, I have a small hammer too.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
That other one wasn't really a hammer.
Look at
That's
this.
more of a, yeah,
This is a hammer from the fucking 80s, bro. Like,
that's a
old ass hammer, you know?
I thought you were like eating
Right,
lobster.
hang on.
Has
that got blood on the other end of it?
No, that's red
fine.
paint. Man said blood. Why the fuck would they have blood? Come on. You think I'm fucking Trevor Phillips from GTA? Come on, man. Come on. Big up to Ed who says beacon of drinking bleach is what Ed is saying. Hey, yo!
Whoa. Big up Nafisa.
Dubs in the chat for my girl Nafisa. Where the fuck have you been, you fraud? Big up to you, Nafisa. Thank you so much. Everyone, please spam mega dubs in the chat for Nafisa. Thank you so much, Habibti. I appreciate you. I love you so much. Big up. She says it's been a long time. Hope everyone is healthy and well. Big up Hussam in the panel. Inshallah to 100k. Hey, Nafisa. Since you were last in the chat, since you were last in the chat, a lot of shit has changed. You get me? We went from last time you were here, I think Liverpool were top of the league. Hi, Nafisa. We're in a top 4 race. Hey, fucking go. We're in a top 4 race. And we suck right now. So, yeah. But on a positive note, 69.1k. Thank you guys so much. You get me? 1k away from 70% of the way through me having as many trophies as Mikel Arteta. Let's fucking go. And I didn't have to spend $1 billion, by the way. I didn't have to spend $1 billion. I just spent $1 billion giving Vel money And then he sends me the thumbnails 5 minutes before the streams because you're a fucking loser pussy. Fuck you, Val. Whatever. I love you too, Hussam. Slim line to love and hate.
And this is why I've maintained the fact that I believe this team. I'm sick to death of having to explain why Chelsea are good. We're second in the table. We bought PSG off the park. We bought Barcelona off the park. It's time to acknowledge that this ain't the same Chelsea from the banter era. This is a better Chelsea squad that will turn up for anybody that steps up.
Who's that geezer behind the guy? Yeah. That guy just came out the toilet, didn't he? You know what I'm saying? That's what happened there.
Yeah. When were they second? That was a while ago, wasn't it?
We need a jackhammer for the stream. Guys, what the fuck's wrong with you? See how big this hammer is? Is the camera not showing it? Look.
Yeah. I think you got to be careful with your moderation with hammers on stream.
Is that your version of Mo's hammer? This gavel? Are you trying to be Judge for Sam now?
No, the Mo's hammer.
Yeah, you can't show it more than 5 times.
This is Mo's hammer.
You're gonna get Nafisa just made that donation. You're gonna get demonetized for showing dangerous weapons.
Oh, is that him in the chat?
Why would I get
That's
demonetized?
crazy.
I don't know. I'm joking. I don't know how YouTube works. I don't have a channel.
There's people who fucking shoot guns on YouTube.
Isn't a jackhammer electric?
That's true.
Mike.
This is my review of the AK-47.
Yeah, exactly. And I would get
Okay, who's that old Russian FPS Russian? The guy who used to just like build guns and blow cars.
Yeah. And there's an American guy who
Legendary,
shoots watermelons and shit.
No. He was American, but he pretended to be Russian. But then he went to jail because he had illegal weapons. He blew up this car. He shot a car and it exploded, and the door flew off the car, and it literally like shaved his face. Like it got so close it would have shaved my mustache off. And he just turned to the camera and he was like, "Yeah." Like he just kept the flow even though he almost died. It's crazy.
Big up again to Nafisa. Guys, can we all spam dubs in the chat for Nafisa? Wallahi, Nafisa, thank you so much. Honestly, your generosity is incredible. Like you dropped in the 300 piece, then you dropped in another 20 piece. Everyone, please spam dubs in the chat for her. And shukran, wallahi. I hope you're good as well. Isak, the nuclear weapon, I remember. Well, that nuclear power plant was...
Times change.
The nuclear power plant was switched off. You get me? Unfortunately, the club lacks electricity at this moment in time. we got no power support. So yeah, big up Nafisa. Shukran.
Hussam, hold on. Can you pull up Tyler Jones's his comment? I'm going to make a public statement. Yeah, if we win the Champions League this season, I will shave my mustache. How about that, Tyler? If we win the Champions League, I will pull a Hussam. I will shave them. Listen, it'll grow back in a week, but I'll shave it and I'll publicly appear one time without a mustache.
If we win the Champions League, I'll get a tattoo.
If we win the Champions League, I'll shave my balls. There you go.
Oh my.
Okay, all right. I was just trying to, Okay, let's Newcastle maybe Newcastle.
And you'll have to just believe me on that.
I do agree. Let's actually move on to what Newcastle. Big up, Nafisa. I'm leave this comment.
I just have to take your word for it.
Thank you so much, Habib. Big up.
The irony is, if we were to do something and we all said we'll shave off some kind of facial hair, the only person who wouldn't be able to shave off facial hair is Jamie, but yet he's the one who's had facial hair arguably the longest.
No, this is true.
I'll keep it shaved off, man.
This is true.
Okay,
I'm just waiting for that
viewing of him doing the balls.
I'm waiting for that Manscaped sponsorship before we can, promote. You guys, so yeah.
You got to keep everything fresh from head to toe. If you know what I mean.
So anyway, rapidly moving on. Emeka, you said you have to leave, right?
Yes, so I'll go first.
Up,
once you present it, I'll go first, and then I'll leave right
after. So I'll just start off this section. We're gonna speak. Look forward to the Liverpool Newcastle game tomorrow. Big up to all of you guys locked in, and once again, thank you so much to you, Nafisa. Appreciate you always. Thank you to everyone who showed us love and support. Try to get us to 300 likes, please. Emeka, tomorrow Newcastle. Talk to the people.
Yeah, well, it's back to the Prem where it's been a disaster and where I expect most likely disaster. You know, I haven't rattled the chat yet, or I haven't rattled you yet. So maybe I should rattle you now. But if we're just looking at the stats, I know I have this reputation now on the channel as the anti-Salah guy. But if we're just looking at the raw numbers, I think we have enough data now, right, with and without Salah, to say, okay, what can we expect in tomorrow's game? For, let's say, so in our last 8 games with Salah starting, we have 1 win, 7 losses. In those 8 games, we've conceded 2 or more goals in 7 out of those 8 games. The only game we didn't concede 2 goals was the one game that we won against Salah. In the 10 games without Salah, we've only conceded 2 or more goals in 2 of those games, and we haven't lost any of them. So if I was a betting man, which I'm not, I would probably bet on us drawing, losing, and probably conceding 2 or more goals, unfortunately. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. All chips are on the Champions League for me now. The Prem I've given up on. And yeah, that's what I'm expecting tomorrow. Drop points and 2 goals conceded.
Why are you relating all this to Salah starting? Are you just rage baiting?
It's a convenient coincidence.
Well, listen. Whether that, I think that's the reason why I said we have a good sample size. That's 8 games. 8 games with, 10 games without, right? That's not really. And the only real change there is Salah starting. Everyone else has been more or less the same. We don't have a squad this year, right? More or less the same players start every game. So we have 10 games without him, didn't lose a single game. 8 games with him, the last 8 starts with him, we've lost 7 of them. And
so are you actually relating it to him?
Yeah,
or
but how many did we win? How many did we win of those 10 games without him? Not lose. How many did we win?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I never spoke to winning, because we're still shit. With or without him, we're shit. But we don't lose without him. Clearly, we don't lose without him. But with him, it looks like we're most likely gonna lose. That's what it looks like.
But you know, there's also
the only question I've got, Emma.
That's all I'm saying. No.
I know.
So you're just rage baiting.
I know that you have to dip out, so I don't want to hard.
Listen, they love calling
you're just rage baiting.
Anti-Salah. They love calling me out for my anti-Salah agenda. So I just wanted to give some raw numbers. You said, what do I expect tomorrow? Those are the numbers. With him starting.
Why are you rage baiting though?
We've lost 7 of them. That's all I'm saying. We've lost 7 of the last 8 starts.
Let me give you numbers. If Salah gets an assist tomorrow, he'll be the first player in Premier League history to get double-digit goals and assists against the same club.
I saw that. And I expect him to, well, I hope he performs tomorrow. It's the Prem, so I'm not certain, but I hope he performs tomorrow. I'm just being respectful with it to say that goal he scored against Qarabag was beautiful. Loved it. I hope
even Ahmed said it was a great goal. So if you can't say that,
it was beautiful. And that's all I've wanted for Salah this year, is to hit the target. It's been a lot of shots off target. Just hit the target. He's that guy, right? And I think
we haven't spoken since Bournemouth. Why did we lose against Bournemouth?
I think VVD was a big part of it. Why we lost, but why we didn't win, I think you can look at Salah as well. He had a lot of opportunities to score. Would you agree? He had at least 2.
I would disagree completely.
No.
I don't think we were creative enough at all.
Against Bournemouth? Salah didn't miss a sitter against Bournemouth?
Which sitter? We didn't have a sitter the whole game against Bournemouth.
We only had one big chance.
Yeah, what sitter are you talking about?
Salah didn't miss a big chance against Bournemouth when he was through on goal. Is that what we're actually all saying?
Through on goal? When the fuck was he through on goal?
To be fair, I can't even remember the Bournemouth game.
Yeah, when was he through on goal?
He kicked the ball out of bounds with his out of our memories. When Gakpo played him through, we're not counting that as a big chance.
He was never through on goal. When the fuck
are you talking about? Are you thinking about the Marseille game when Salah missed?
I think you're talking about the Marseille game.
No, I'm thinking about I'm talking about the Bournemouth game. When Gakpo subbed in, he played Salah through and he kicked it out of bounds with his left
Gakpo
foot.
didn't sub in. That's my point. That's why I'm saying you're talking about Marseille. Gakpo started against Bournemouth.
Sorry, not when he subbed in, but he played Salah through, like near the end of the game. There's the one play where Salah was through and he decided to pass it to Gakpo and it got stolen. That was one. And then he had the one chance where he kicked it out of bounds when he was through on goal. He was through on goal.
I'm literally looking at it right now. Which chance are you talking about? There is no Salah chance.
Let me find it. I'll find it for you right now.
Yeah, which one are you talking about?
You know the crazy thing is,
by the way, the problem against Bournemouth is no one was clean through on goal at all.
No,
But as I said,
We scored
get
from
an
a
assist.
Szoboszlai free kick. We scored from a
Bournemouth was
Szoboszlai free
VVD.
kick and a Van Dijk header. That's it. There was no clear.
Bournemouth Hussam was VVD. I'm not saying that like VVD made it, like all 3 goals you could probably put at VVD's feet.
The
So
one
I'm
that
not
you're talking
saying-
about is Marseille, by the way, not Bournemouth.
Yeah, so I know the Marseille one, but I'm saying he was through on goal twice against Bournemouth. The one was the one.
When the fuck was he through on goal? We were never through on goal once. The
Are
whole
you talking
game.
about the chance in the 6th minute where he put it over the bar?
I'm gonna find it right now. One sec.
Yeah,
He was
find it.
outside the
Okay, no
box.
problem. And make sure
The
it's
only-
actually through on goal. Make sure it's actually through on goal.
But
Do you know
other
the
two
mad
shots,
thing is-
the goalkeeper saved and he got an assist. Like,
You know, the mad thing is, ain't Salah like created 7 opportunities in the last 3 games?
yeah.
Yeah, he has done.
Yeah,
Like,
no-
I don't think
Right.
I don't think Salah's been good. Don't get me wrong. I don't think he's been good, but
No.
you know, he's been. You could argue he's been equally as shit as everyone else. You know what I mean? Like it. Like me and the Sam said it. We cracked up about it when Salah came back in the team. We was always going to lose that game. It's like written in the stars. You know,
Yeah.
it was written in the stars. The thing is, though, in that undefeated run we had when Salah weren't there, we played newly
Sorry,
promoted.
Jamie, sorry, I found it. The 43rd minute against Bournemouth. Gakpo chips it over to Salah, 6-yard box, and he kicks it like straight.
Yeah,
like,
okay, but like he's got to bring that. I saw
6
that. I'm
minutes?
looking at it right now. He's got to bring it down off the hat volley.
you have to.
That's
score.
also his.
Oh
weak
my
foot.
God, are you calling the half
And also,
volley?
he was offside.
You said through on goal. That's not through on goal.
No,
Fucking
he's
hell.
in the 6-yard box
He
under.
said
That was
through
classed
on
as a
goal
big
about
chance.
a half volley.
Okay,
It
so
was
pretty
Shane,
sure
offside.
he
here's-
God, man, this guy
Pretty sure
is
he was
so-
offside.
Here's a
Like,
clear
you're
cut chance.
analyzing every
Salah,
moment.
stop this.
Fucking
That is a
insane.
clear cut.
Tell
Someone,
yourself
someone,
to
someone,
stop
really
or
difficult.
Amar.
someone send me.
Tell yourself
Someone
to
put the
stop
link
or
in the chat, please.
Just go to the highlights
That is a
and go to the
clear-cut
45
chance for
minutes.
That's a
Salah. That is
really
clear
hard
cut
chance to
Fucking
score.
insane,
Sorry.
bro.
Yeah, I
No,
don't.
because the problem against Bournemouth is we weren't through on goal once, and I was thinking
all-
this whole time you were saying through on goal, and I was thinking when the fuck were we through on goal the whole game?
It was a
'Cause we
half
scored the
volley.
goal
It
from
was
a
a
free
half
kick.
volley with his
Can you
right
show? Can you
foot.
put a screenshot on the screen, Hussam?
I will right now, no problem.
Put it.
Okay,
And
we'll
you're telling me
debunk
that's
it.
not,
Which
you're
minute
telling
is
me
it?
that's not a clear cut chance. for
Which
Salah?
minute? Which
Screenshot's a
minute?
little bit disingenuous. 43rd.
The thing, guys, I
43rd.
think what we've got to remember is all strikers miss chances.
That's crazy.
Like all strikers miss chances. Look at Man City. Yeah, Haaland's arguably the best finisher or striker in the world, right? Especially in his age range. You know, you could argue City would be above Arsenal right now if Haaland didn't go on a blank run of not scoring goals.
Okay,
You know, they've got
just
3
quickly,
draws.
you want to know? You want to know how I
Other
know?
players have got to get in, don't they?
Sorry, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Jimmy, but you know how
That's
I
a
know
chance
that
for
Emeka.
Salah, man. We
You want to
can't
know
do
how
that.
I know that Emeka's waffling? I went to be in sports.
I can't remember.
And that 43rd minute thing that he's talking about is not even parts of the highlights package. I swear to God, it's literally not even there.
It's on
It was
the
offside,
Fubo
right?
right here.
Literally not even part of the highlights package.
I'm looking at Fubo and they have the
We weren't
highlights.
through on goal once.
I just shared it. I have my
Mute
screen on it.
it, Mike. Mute it, please. Okay.
I'm not even going to play it, but I'll just show you where the ball is. The ball is right here, and
Brother,
the ball
that
came.
is a chance for
the
Salah.
ball-
What are
okay,
we
but hold
doing
on.
here?
Okay, no chance. It's just the first off, the ball comes from over here. Salah, he had
Oh,
his
no.
arm up as if Salah was offside. The ball is here. This is his right foot. He's off balance, and he
He's
mishits
offside.
it, and it gets saved.
He's
It's a good
offside.
save.
If that's not a
This is-
chance, I don't know what is. Genuinely, I don't.
It-
That's
Okay.
not,
Okay, but Emeka,
I'm
we
not
just-
saying I'm not
you
going to
just-
classify that as a
This
must
is
score.
this how you know you've just changed your
Also,
words for the
no-
7th time.
The score
today.
here. No, just
You've
everyone
just
note
changed
the
the words.
score.
Okay,
It's
so
already
can
2-0.
you acknowledge?
scoring that.
Can you acknowledge that this is not through on goal?
The ball
This
is right here, by
clearly
the
not
way.
fucking through on goal.
The ball is right here. The ball is right here.
Yes,
And
it's
show,
not through
and
on
show-
goal.
show his connection. Even if you don't score, his connection with the ball is poor. Like Salah needs to be
Here.
doing better there. He's right in front of the net. Salah should
Okay.
be doing better there.
That's
Come
it.
on,
Okay.
What are we doing?
Okay, so now this is the 9th time that you have changed your words in the last 30 seconds. So you said the connection should be cleaner. Come on. You went from.
But
So
he
first
should
of all,
score.
okay,
I
thank you,
mean, guys
Mike.
don't
Thank
think he should score.
Okay,
I
okay,
mean,
wait, Emeka,
he's
step by
in the
step.
squad box.
Step by step, Habibi, step by step, because I this is therapy for you. Number one, let's acknowledge that's not through on goal. Because through on goal is when you're 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. That's through on goal
Literally
by
one-on-one.
definition of football.
In front of him. There's
Second
no
of all,
defender in
that's a
front of him.
half volley on his weak foot. So, like,
Over his head. Over his head.
Over his
on the
head.
half
The only
volley
thing I
with
agree
the
with you
weak foot
is
and
he should
already
make
offside.
a better connection is the only thing I agree with.
And he
Other
was
than
offside,
that,
by the
like,
way.
it's crazy.
He was
The
offside.
reason why we lost to Bournemouth is Virgil van Dijk, literally.
That would have
You're-
been called
you're-
offside if it had gone in.
He was offside. All the defenders raised their hand immediately.
And he was offside too. You're so shameless, honestly.
Hussam, to me, Salah should be scoring that, and that's not the first time he's been in the.
He would have
six
been
yard
offside.
box.
No, if
I
he
know
scored
but-
that,
but-
it would have
but-
not
hold on,
counted
hold on,
anyway.
hold on. But Emeka,
If he scores that, it would have not counted because he's
Hussam,
fucking
But you would have
offside.
said that he shouldn't have been offside.
Look,
You-
the
you-
exact same. That is the
you're doing the wrong
exact
things
same
here.
chance. Let me finish. That's the exact same chance he missed against Man United in that same position in the 6-yard box.
Okay,
He's in
but
the 6-yard box.
you're
He's been
hyper.
missing all season.
You're getting called
You're
out by
hyper
Newcastle
focusing. You're hyper focusing
Newcastle
on a
fans,
single
imagine.
player. You're
Oh,
hyper
he's
focusing
not
on
scoring.
Salah.
Salah's
You can't.
Salah's way below his standard right now.
Okay,
Sorry.
but
Salah's way
okay.
below his
Two
standard.
things can be
below.
true. Two things can be true. Mohamed Salah could be below his standards for finishing chances, which I agree with you. He is not good in front of goal this season. His conversion rate is unacceptable. But the second thing that can be true is that none of my fucking forwards look good, I don't have a left wing. Ekitike is all individual brilliance. Florian Wirtz doesn't look good. McAllister looks like shit going forward. Gravenberch looked good for 4 games going forward. Soboslai is horrendous going forward unless it's a set piece. Like everyone is shit. Everyone is shit. But hold on. You want me to hyper focus?
How many of them are on 450? How many of them are on 450?
Okay,
Oh,
well
now
guess
we're
what?
talking money.
Oh man.
Now you're
Now we're
moving the
talking
goalposts
money.
every time.
Right.
You keep
How is that
moving the
moving
goalposts.
So I've got.
Thank you, Mike. This is the 11th time he's moved the goalpost.
I've got information. I've got the information here. So it says Mohamed Salah has the highest chance created per 90 this season out of any other Liverpool player, and he's been at AFCON.
This is
And
like
he's
the
been at
extra
AFCON.
stats we were
And
going
he's been
through. It's
shit.
like, bro, these
And he's been
stats,
shit,
watch
Jamie.
the game with your eyes. These
And he's
not-
been crap as well. And he's
Mohamed
been crap.
Salah being crap is the
no
last
problem.
part.
Guys,
It's
let's
the
watch
last
with
part.
our eyes.
No problem. All I
One
want to
second,
say
Emeka, before you go, Habibi, let's watch with our eyes. So the scoreline was 0-0, guys. It was 0-0 against Bournemouth. Let's watch Emeka's favorite player who he never calls out. Watch the amount of perfume in this clip. Watch how much perfume there is. Wow.
I called him on it.
Yo, wait, hold on.
Wow.
You think this is bad? Go
Wow.
to the third goal. No.
Wow.
Husam, go to
I said
the
three
third
moments.
goal.
It was on
Go to the
VVD.
third goal.
Now let's go
Third
to the
goal.
third goal. Thank you, Mike. Don't worry. I got you, bro.
Look at Virgil van Dijk's effort on the third fucking goal. Van Dijk is a disgrace.
The first thing I said was the goals were all on VVD. That's literally the
Watch
first.
this, yeah? Watch this.
This is on VVD. He was shit. This
No,
was
you have to go to the other angle. You have to go to the angle.
The one that beats him in the air is someone called
This
Amin
is on
Adli,
VVD.
who's
Van
shorter
Dijk
than
was
anyone
looking
on the
for the
panel,
foul.
by the way.
He was looking
Watch
for the foul. He didn't try
Yeah,
to
don't
clear
worry,
the
don't
ball.
worry. I got you. I know. Here you go.
It's on VVD. It's on VVD.
So this is how he started. Don't make me go back to the same stream that we're on right now and play exactly what you said. You said
Okay.
the reason why we lost is Virgil van Dijk, but the reason why we didn't win is the forwards.
Yes.
Now logic dictates if I go away to Bournemouth and score 2 goals, I should leave with 3 points or at least 1.
Okay.
And this is the problem with people like you. If you want to talk about standards, this is the Liverpool captain. Why is he involved in 3 goals that we conceded?
But he's having a poor season as well. We've all
Yeah,
admitted.
he's been poor. Yeah, he's been poor. Yeah.
Oh, great.
I've said he's been poor. I've
Right.
said all the senior players are letting us down. Or it's actually our new players.
How much is he on again, Emeka? How much is
Yeah,
Virgil
how much
van
is Van
Dijk
Dijk on? Mention it, please.
Same thing, 400K.
Oh,
they're
great.
letting us down. But the
But
fact
the
that
reason why we didn't beat
No, no, no.
Bournemouth, guys, is the forward.
listen. And let me just say
But
this.
I'm the one with the agenda, yeah?
Let me
You
just
know-
say this. I do have to go. Again, I just wanted to make it clear because this is, again, you're asking me what I'm expecting from the game.
Unsuccessful rage bait.
So I just gave you the stats. When he starts, at least the last 8 times, we've lost 7 of them. When he did it, we didn't lose any of them. So if I have to guess what's going to happen,
You're
tomorrow,
correct. We didn't
this
lose to
team
Burnley at
probably
home.
gonna lose.
We didn't lose to Sunderland at home. We didn't lose to Fulham. Correct, yeah. We didn't lose.
Also,
You know,
all
if we're
all
gonna talk,
4 relegation
My bad,
teams, we
Jamie, go
didn't
ahead.
lose.
Well, we didn't
Oh,
lose
God,
to
no.
Arsenal away. We didn't lose to Arsenal away. Everyone
He played in
expected
that.
us to get hammered and lose. We didn't lose to them.
We
didn't
also
lose
beat him when he played as well.
Everyone expected us to get hammered by Inter. We didn't lose to them. I could go on and on.
You're only viewing half of it. But Jamie,
The thing is, Liverpool's best run this season was 7 wins out of 7 at the beginning that Salah played in.
Yeah, but everyone would agree that
That doesn't go with Emeka's agenda.
Everyone would agree we weren't playing well. That's why what's happening now. No one's surprised by.
Also, I've got another stat here. I got another stat here. Mo Salah has had the most accurate passes per 90 out of any Liverpool forward this season, and also created the most chances. So,
all right, man. Listen.
Wait.
Oh, I've got another stat. Mo Salah just unfollowed you, Emeka.
But Emeka, before you go, I just have to say, you're the reason why I think that you're pigeonholing is because the inconvenient fact that you have decided to ignore in the last 8 games is that we only won the games where Cody Gakpo also didn't play, and when Cody Gakpo did play, we didn't win any of them. We won none of them.
We didn't lose. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Really?
Ask me what I expect
we lost multiple games with Cody Gakpo starting and Salah.
Hang on, what were the Premier League games?
Say that again, Mike. You said we lost multiple.
We lost multiple games with Cody Gakpo starting and Salah not being there.
Where? Which game?
I got to go back and look at the full stat.
Can I ask a quick question?
I just checked it. The 10 games where Salah didn't start, we didn't lose any games.
Can I ask a quick question?
Our first loss was this Bournemouth game when Salah was back in the lineup.
Deep how bad it is for you. You know, all the other 4 on the panel.
Wait. My bad. Hold on. We didn't lose, but without Gakpo, we won every single game.
Exactly.
With him, we only drew.
Why?
So
why?
One of them is the difference between.
Mike, my first statement to Hussam was why we lost was Virgil. Why we didn't win was the attack. So you're proving.
No, but that's wrong because why we didn't win is also the defense.
The reason
we fucking scored 2 goals.
Our attack's not good enough. Our attack is not good enough at the moment.
We still scored 2 goals.
That's why
Van Dijk can be beaten in the air by a 5'5" guy, but it's the winger that should score.
That's why we're not winning games. But again, let's see what happens tomorrow. I hope we win, and I hope we don't concede 2 goals. But if I have to look at the stats say that's probably what's going to happen. We'll probably lose.
I hope we don't concede 2 goals either, because people like you will blame the winger for us conceding goals. But big up,
I just gave you the stats, right? So big up everybody. I'll see you guys later.
Listen, if we're gonna talk about Newcastle, could we use some like actual analysis and not just
yes go ahead,
on players?
Go ahead.
I don't understand the whole stat thing, but like. Again, I think that this is all hosh posh. Like this is all smoke and mirrors. You know, like you're pissing down my neck and you're telling me that it's raining. This doesn't make any sense. At the end of the day, I have no right back, which means that Szoboszlai is probably going to be my starting right back. Which means that my best midfielder so far this season will be starting at right back. I'll have Kirkez. I believe Konate is back, so I'll have Virgil and Konate. Right. My midfield. Guess what? I'm going to get McAllister in a wheelchair. I'm going to get Ryan Gravenberch with a blindfold on, and I'm going to get Florian Wirtz actually playing in the 10. I don't have a left wing, so I'm automatically playing with 10 players on the pitch. I'll have Salah, and I'll have Ekitike. At the end of the day, the midfield will most likely be bullied. Other teams have come to Anfield this season, and when they play a mid-block, not a low block, which I don't expect Newcastle to play a low block, I expect them to pack 4 players in the midfield, if not 5 at times. They're gonna win the physical battles. They're going to win the duels. They're going to win the aerials. We're going to get transitioned 100%. Now, if Newcastle play as a low block, I think all of this changes, right? If they just sit back with 9 men behind the ball, I think we can beat any team doing that. We've already proved that this season. But at the end of the day, I'm missing my biggest workhorse in midfield because he's going to have to play right back because Calvin Ramsey can't play a game, and you're going to see the same slow, lethargic buildup because Newcastle are going to pack the midfield. They're going to put 4 in the middle of the park, and they're going to stick them right at the halfway line. And they're going to say, I'm going to force you to go to Cody Gakpo and Mohamed Salah, and you don't support your wingers, so it's just going to end up being 2v1s all day. And sure, you might cross a couple into the box, but I've got much taller players than you do up front, and my guys are better physically than your guys. So they're going to win the aerial duels. Then we'll just kick it long, and we'll hope that we can score one in transition. And now Newcastle are not good away from home. Absolutely, 100%. But Liverpool are dreadful at home. So you have one team that's poor away from home versus another team that's terrible at home. And a lot of it, I think, is going to depend on how Newcastle decide to play. If they respect us, we have a really good chance. If they don't respect us and they play, the same mid block that teams like Crystal Palace and Manchester United played against us, it's going to be long. It's going to be a very tough day, and we're going to have to rely on individual brilliance. Florian Wirtz and Ekitike are going to have to combine and find the pockets. McAllister is actually going to have to show up and do something more than just walk. But yeah, I don't think it's looking amazing. I don't like our build-up play. I don't like our chances against the team that's bigger and stronger than us. Like it's no novel concept to say that we are not a physical team. We are not a physical team by any stretch of that definition. And Newcastle are the definition of a physical team. And you know what?
Joe Linton's not playing, right? I heard something like that. He's out apparently.
No, but they still have Tonali. They have Bruno. Like
they haven't got Bruno.
By the way, apparently Joe Linton is
Bruno's
back.
hurt.
He got like some Barcelona doctor to do something.
I think Bruno's
Today they were saying this on Kopish, I swear.
I think Bruno's injured.
Right, it's not set. I don't think Liverpool have problems against mid and low blocks as much as Slot makes it out. Do you know what I think it is Liverpool have a problem with? It's an hour off. It's a 45 minutes to an hour into the game with that team playing that middle low block. When then they decide to press us and attack, that's when we lose games of football. If you look at the Burnley game in that first half, we dominated them. As soon as they came out in the second half and decided not to play low block anymore, that's when they started beating us up. That's the issue. When they started to play higher up and press us, that's where Liverpool are in trouble. I don't think it's all this low. Every team has troubles against low blocks. That's why teams do it. Yeah, every team has trouble against low blocks. I actually think Liverpool are better against low blocks than they are when teams press Liverpool. It's when teams press Liverpool and have a go, that's when Liverpool shit themselves. Because they like having the ball. Liverpool don't like being pressed. That's our weakness. It's not low blocks. Slot keeps talking about it. We create. Do you know how many opportunities we actually do create against these teams that play low blocks? Quite a few. We just don't take our chances, right? That's what Slot keeps saying. We don't take our chances. We literally don't. Go back and watch these games. It's when teams decide, you know what? We're half hour, 45 minutes in now. We're comfortable. They come out of that low block and they start playing their football and they start pressing us. And that's when we get in trouble. It has been all season. It has been all season.
The worry I've got with this game is both teams are really shit when they come back from playing in Europe this season. and that's what it's going to be. Like, it's going to be who plays the shittest on the day, who's got the biggest hangover on the day. And look, Newcastle went toe to toe with PSG at their ground and put a real shift in. So it depends, because we took a load of players off and kind of rested, and it was a little bit of a what's it called? I can't remember.
Procession.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the word. It was a bit like that, wasn't it, for the second half. So I'm hoping we just kind of put the same team out and just go for it again. Obviously, without Ender. We'll probably
the downside is they absolutely hate us, and all their fans are going to be well up for it. So,
I think that also plays into our hands, doesn't it? Like
maybe,
the emotion side of it. I just hope that Anfield's loud, because it was so quiet for the Qarabag game. It was weird. Like, I thought there was something wrong with the mics.
Well, it's a comfortable win against Newcastle.
Comfortable? What do you mean? Elaborate.
I don't think Newcastle will turn up. I really don't. I don't think they turn
Even
up.
against us, you don't think they will?
Yeah, I don't think they've beaten us at Anfield in 24 years, I believe. I don't think they can play any better than they did against us in their first game in their own ground. So I just don't think they're good away from home. No, we're not great at home, don't get me wrong, but I think Wirtz and Ekitike might be too much for them over 90 minutes. Because them two are special at the moment. No matter how shit we are collectively, them two alone,
they're insane.
they're special at the moment, and
At the moment, all we need to do is put a ball over on the halfway line to Ekitike. And he's just like,
I think we'll win. I think we'll win this game.
I have no problem with you thinking we will win. It's the fact that you say comfortable, though. Like, it's just because I'm trying to think in the Premier League. Yeah, Premier League. Forget UCL. Premier League. When's the last time we actually had a fucking comfortable win as well? I'm trying to think. Brighton had chances. When's the last time we had like a comfortable?
Yeah, but Brighton make chances against any team they play. To be fair, that's the kind of team they are. So.
Thank you. It gives me more confidence.
West Ham away.
No, I'm just trying to be guys. It's a Friday night. I'm trying to put a little bit of positivity into the world. I'm trying to give people some joy and happiness. And I can't sit here and say we're going to be.
The more you speak, the more Mike is getting irritated. Just so you know.
Yeah, you can see it.
No, listen. Stop
more
this.
irritated the more you
This
speak.
madness. Stop this. Jamie, listen. Every week, no matter what the result is, Jamie likes to come here and be confident, and I respect.
I've got to be.
Yeah. You know? Jamie's confident before games. I'm more of a nihilist. You know, like I've accepted that I'm dead. I'm a dead man walking. So, you know, I need to be grateful. As long as Ekitike scores tomorrow, we could lose 25-0. If Ekitike scores a banger, I'm happy. I'm walking out of that game with a smile on my face. I don't think that it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be terrible. I think it'll be quiet. I think you could probably hear a mouse fart on the broadcast if there was a mouse in Anfield and there was a mouse farting. So to me, the best possible scenario, we can't hold a 2-0 lead against anyone, and we can't concede first. So what I would like to see is it's the 95th minute. We're 2 minutes over the +3 added. That way I can get so it's +3 at the 90th minute. But we go to the 96th minute, and then we score in the 95th and a half minute. That way, people can call us Liverpool. They can say corruption, and I get the 3 points. So piss off everybody. I get the 3 points, and we move on. That's the best scenario. The longer games stay 0-0, the more chance we have of winning. And
Mike Chiesa comes on and scores, and only doesn't celebrate.
Did you see his face? He was like, I can't fucking believe this Italian piece of shit just scored this goal. He had to have been offside. Re-review it. He was pissed. But no, I think that's the best possible outcome here. You know, I would expect that, you know, first 20 minutes of this game, it's going to be a lot of slow passing at the halfway line between Virgil, Kanate, Kirkez, and Soboslai. And then, you know, as Jamie said, listen, I don't think that every team in the world struggles against a low block, but I think there's a starch difference between a low block and a mid block. And I think that once Newcastle start to press their midfield 10 yards, 15 yards higher up the pitch, and they take away the center, it's gonna become long. That's when we make our mistakes. That's when they press us. That's when they get those counterattacks. So, you know, I would say let's just go and try to score the first goal, but we can't hold a lead, so that doesn't matter. Just don't concede the whole game and score 2 minutes after extra time, and we'll be fine. Get 3 points, move on.
Mike, why do you think Slot was irritated that Chiesa scored? To be honest with you,
because he's a fucking asshole. Because he's a dick. He's a piece of shit. He hates. He's the worst manager I've ever seen in my life, and he is the definition. He is the definition of a narcissist. He is an egotistical narcissist who refuses to accept responsibility or accountability for anything that happens on the pitch. That's why he has changed his excuses like he's a fucking ballerina. You know, he's just going with the flow. Today it's long balls. Today it's set pieces. Today it's refereeing decisions. Today it's thin squad. Today it's two Premier Leagues in 30 years. Humble yourself. You're not that guy, pal. So whatever is convenient enough for him to point to, that's what he does. That's why I haven't listened to a word out of his mouth in 2 months. And I read the quotes. I refuse to hear his voice. I read the quotes.
Can you imagine what Arne Slott's marriage vows were?
Oh my God.
Bro, this guy went to Ibiza in the middle of a season because we won the Premier League. Like, he's used every excuse in the book. And, you know, if we lose to a long ball counterattack tomorrow, he'll say, listen, you know, the referee, he should have blown. You know, it was an illegal forward pass. I don't understand. You can't kick the ball 60 yards. They said we were wasteful up front, even though we created only one chance and we only had 4 shots in the 90 minutes. But we were wasteful. He's gonna blow smoke up your ass. It is what it is.
That was a nice North London accent you just did, I must admit.
Yeah.
Listen, Arnie. I'm not good at Dutch. You know, I can do some English accents, but I'm not good at Dutch. But
You sounded like Arteta there a little bit.
The thing with Chiesa, right? It was a bad look because Slot literally like pumped it was like literally every goal till
Just put a picture in the chat.
And then Chiesa scored, and then it is like he looked like he just got a court summons. You know what I mean? I just think it's bad timing. I bet he did cheer when he scored, and then the camera went to him, and he was like, after he cheered, and he looked a bit down.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he did. I just, his excuse is going to be, well, it was the 6th goal, and at a certain point, you have to be respectful.
Oh, you know why he's pissed off? He thinks Chiesa has scored with his first touch. That's what it is.
Virgil shouldn't have passed him the ball. Virgil
took his son off and realised, my son would have been there to score that.
Yo, also, how funny is it that in a game where everyone ate, Cody Gakpo had a dog shit performance. Everyone ate in that game, and Cody Gakpo still.
Where's Emeka? Where's Emeka?
He was still ass. He was still ass. Everyone ate. Cody Gakpo still was dog shit. Utter dog shit in that game. It's honestly like I feel bad at this point, but like. The fact that he's making $250,000 playing football makes me think that I can, anything is achievable. To everyone in the chat, Cody Gakpo gets paid 6 figures a week to be the worst footballer on the planet. You can do anything with your life. If you want to become the president, I believe in you. If you want to become a billionaire, I back you. You got it. If you want to become the next social media account to get 1 billion followers, you can do it because Cody Gakpo is literally stealing for a living. You can do anything. Anything is possible. Anything.
You know what makes me laugh about that game? The goalie was dog shit against everybody but Cody.
Oh yeah, the save he actually pulled off. Yeah, I know the save. There's one specific save where he really dove like really badly. But hey, this is life. Thanks, Emeka. Love that. Also, fuck off Mo Salah. That's Emeka. It's Salah's fault. Van Dijk has played like a plum. I'm sorry, there is no world in which you tell me the reason why we lost to Bournemouth is fucking Salah when Van Dijk was involved in the 3 goals we conceded. What are we doing here? Unbelievable, Jeff. Salah's wage. Who is the most followed player in the Premier League? What do you mean followed player in the Premier League?
So, who is the most social media followed player in the English Premier League?
I mean, Salah covers his wages probably the whole year in shirt sales alone. So Liverpool are good, don't worry. To be fair, I think Slot was looking at the referee because of the possibility of offside, nothing to do with Chiesa. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe they just
sounds convenient. Sounds convenient.
That's what I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
And Mike is just pressing us like
bro. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now. If Cody Gakpo would have scored in that game, he would have stripped and sprinted to the fucking cop end. He would have just gone buck naked straight to the cop end. He would have been like, "That's my son, baby. That's my son, baby." That's exactly what he would have done, right? That's exactly what he would have done. Exactly
it's
what
true.
Bad said he would have beeline down the line.
And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to let you go to
setting.
sleep with that image in your head.
Yeah, bro. Jose Mourinho settings. He would have just sprinted at the crowd, but he would have been buck naked.
Imagine Gakpo scores the winner against Newcastle, and Slot actually takes off his shirt and runs down the fucking line.
Oh my god! Watch it happen. Watch it happen.
Thanks, Muhammad Das Ali. Everything is possible. That's what the visa is saying. Yes.
Listen, guys,
I'm gonna show you how great I am. Let's go, man.
It is possible. Like Cody Gakpo gets paid $250 a week. Like, oh my, he's getting paid the salary of 5 school teachers every week.
He's the worst. He can't possibly be getting paid $250,000 a week.
No, it's actually 285.
Yeah, my bad. It's even more. So he's getting paid the salary of 6
primary.
Google it, man.
I don't believe it. That can't be true.
Probably not getting the incentives because he's not fucking scoring.
mean, listen. It's all in good fun. I don't think that Cody Gakpo's poor form is entirely on him, but it is what it is. You know,
I don't know about that.
A lot of it
I
is.
think it is all on him.
Listen, I think it's like a 70-30 split. Like I don't think that he's that great, but also I've seen many players. in our
It's
team
actually
fail at the
worse.
left wing. Like
It's
I've
worse.
seen a lot of players fail there.
I'm on Capology right now. Let me share it with Rax, so maybe he will believe Capology.
Well, we've got to remember about the wages. None of it is verified. So yeah, and it'll never be verified unless you talk to the person.
Rax, you can
themselves.
look at the screen, by the way, as you can see.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Cody Gakpo, yeah? So I didn't make up anything. Cody Gakpo here, you see. Scroll down.
Did that just say 65 million gross? Jesus Christ.
250,000 base, 62K in bonuses. 60.
I mean,
That's
listen.
per week.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, did you see that? Did you see that, brother?
Yeah, I can't
Here
believe
again,
it. That's
as you can see,
that's
Habibi,
incredible.
Here we go. Yeah, here we go. He
That's
signed a new
incredible.
contract this just last summer.
It's and bro, he's already made 20 million off of us. We've already paid him 20 million. Do you know how much you could buy with 20 million? You don't have to work another second in the rest of your life. The interest alone will give you that much money a year. Like, guys, this is not a small amount of money I've already paid him to be literally. I'm playing with 10 men. When Cody Gakpo is on the pitch, I have 10 men. I'm already a man down because
It's an ES second top goal scorer.
I know that's pathetic.
I think he's our number assister as well with 3.
Yeah, him and Szoboszlai.
But also, who are these goals against? Who are these goals against? I mean, dude, he stat padded against Marseille. I mean, big up, bro. 92nd minute against 2 defenders.
Well,
To be fair,
against Qarabag if he'd stayed on, so it would have been the same.
Anyway, let me just read these last two, then we're gonna get out of here. Slot was
Oh
ready
my
to
God, he-
knee slide if the referee put that flag up. This slot anti-Chiesa thing is fucking hilarious. I love it. I'll be honest with you. And finally, again, please everyone spam dubs in the chat for Nafisa.
Yeah,
Thank you so much
Nafisa.
for all the support. Well, I appreciate
What a
it.
comeback. Nafisa, what a
I
comeback.
hope you and the family are incredible. Honestly, legit. Thank you so
Yes.
much. Wallah, Habibti.
Pisa's getting a share of
thank you
Cody
so
Gakpo's
much.
wage bill, 100%.
Wow, that's how you're analyzing. By the way, I wish I actually read this to Emika's face. That's how you're analyzing Salah. One chance. What about the rest of the league then? By the way, Nafis has an Arsenal fan. She's an Arsenal fan, and even she's saying, "Why the fuck are we micro-analyzing a half volley?" So that in itself for me is mad. But I think if I spoke to an Arsenal fan right now and offered them Salah for the last 3 years, they would take it happily because they'd be league
Yeah, they would have.
champions.
They would have won a league.
They'd be league champions at least 2 out of the 3 years, by the way, at least minimum. You're getting called out in Netherlands, Mike. The Cody hate is shocking. He scored 5 goals, 3 less than Hugo Boss. Don't insult Yoko. Don't insult Yoko.
I'm not. Listen. At
He's
the end of the day,
actually got 6
Cody get how many is it? It's 7 goals. Cody Gakpo scored 7 goals.
Ekatike has got 14 goals in all competitions, and Cody has got 7 in all competitions. Szoboszlai has got 7 in all competitions, and Mo Salah and Verts got 6.
Well, listen, even a broken clock is right twice a day, and those are 7 shit goalkeepers that he scored against. So it doesn't make up for anything. Cody Gakpo is still ass, right? And even ass footballers can score goals.
Yoko, I love
guys,
you, but this is Mike Das.
this-
It's never gonna,
this
you're
is-
never gonna convince
yeah, it's all on Mike. That this is the thing Amy talked about. Eva, Ekatike is possibly going to get 20 goals in all comps in his debut season.
Yeah, 100% he will.
Amazing.
I don't think it's possibly. I mean, he will.
In the summer, no matter who the manager is, they just got to work out. You got to play Ekatike and Isaac in the same team. They can't be. One of them can't be dropped.
100%.
They're too good.
100%. I agree with that, 100%. Gakpo winner in the 93rd minute. I'm gonna call Mike. Look at Yoko. She gave up.
Hey,
Yoko,
listen,
me and
guys.
Jamie gave up 20 minutes ago. You need to understand. We just let Mike run.
Guys,
Came up, gave up 5 minutes later. It's pointless.
If Cody Gakpo scores the winner, I'll still react the same way. Hey, good job. That's how I react to all of our goals. Like that is my reaction. Like the goals are pointless unless it's the Champions League. The goals are pointless at this point. Like
Man said if Gakpo scores 93rd minute winner, hey, good job. That's
I have no more passion for this. Like I am straight up a nihilist with Liverpool. When I said that I've accepted death, like I don't celebrate. I can't bring myself to have passion. It's not possible because there's the overlooming, like there's that death cloud above me that's like, you're never going to win the league this season. Arsenal are still 14 points ahead of you. You still lost 9 games out of 12. You're still below Manchester United. But listen, I would love him to score and gain some confidence and be a little bit better. So if that's what it takes, if Cody Gakpo gets 20% more efficient, 100% would love that. But I still don't see him being our long-term left winger. He needs to be moved on from the club. You need to get someone who has more technical ability, who can take on a fullback, who can consistently get to the byline. I don't need a goal scorer. I need a creator there, especially if I'm going to have Isak and Ekitike.
On that note, guys, I'm going to wrap up the stream here.
Something's just been posted on X, by the way. I'll just quickly read it out. This will probably do the rounds in a bit. There was a bust up in the dressing room after the loss to Bournemouth. This involved Virgil van Dijk and Curtis Jones with Arne Slot. Curtis and Virgil were particularly vocal in the dressing room, calling out his tactics and efforts. This did not go down well with Arne Slot. Virgil kept his cool, Curtis did not. As a result, Curtis Jones was dropped from the squad for the Qarabag and is now linked to a loan move. It's worth noting this isn't the only bust-up with the manager. Andy Robinson and Mo Salah have also had bust-ups with the manager this season. I don't know.
Where's this from?
It's on Twitter now. It's on Liverpool.
The credible Twitter.
Wilson Cox, LFC.
Grox.
The surname tells you everything.
I would love to be a fly on the wall in our locker room. I'm just going to say
Good old Wilson.
Same.
It's really interesting with the Curtis on the touchline thing, though. Like that kind of like that happened before.
I might have to go undercover and become like a fucking equipment manager or something, and just go like clean all the boots. Just so I can listen in.
I'd do it. I'd happy to be a janitor at Liverpool if it meant I can actually listen to what they're saying as well. Anyway, guys, look, we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you guys.
Someone wrote Salah burner account.
Big up all of you guys.
Has a burner.
Dubs on the chat for Nafisa, Yoko, Fonzie, everyone who supported us, Ed, Josh. Thanks to all of you guys, man. Akia. Appreciate and love you all. And thank you so much once again, Nafisa, for dropping in this 300 piece. Thank you, Habibti. Everyone, please dubs in the chat for her. Appreciate you, Nafisa. And I hope you're back now. And I hope you and your family are doing well. Appreciate you. I'm going to be back tomorrow for all 3 games. Inshallah. There is no break tomorrow. It's going to be the Arsenal game, and then the Chelsea game, and then the Liverpool game. So tomorrow is just bang, 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 bang. Football. Ending off January in style. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Go subscribe to K-Mac channel. Subscribe to Liverpool Chats TV. Subscribe to Mike Das LFC. Emeka and Rax don't have channels, but you can find them over here. Love you all. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, inshallah. Peace out, Habibis. Also, we're going to send you guys over to Ram. Tell him Hussam right.
Nunez.